What is good, agents? We are back after a couple days. It looks like we actually got our set 26 cases, so we're gonna be cracking those open today. What's good, Astro? In the VC, we got Dan while he's still awake. So we're gonna see how far we can get through all this stuff before my boy passes out. Rick may or may not join us. We'll see. But yeah, if you have access to this voice chat, feel free to pop in. Hopefully this time the stream won't keep crashing. I went to Comcast, gag, but I had to go to Comcast and buy one of those damn pod things that they have to extend your Wi-Fi that's got a hardline connection in it. So hopefully that will mean the stream won't die. But we'll see. You know, you can never trust. You can never trust with Comcast. Also, as you can see, my background does not look as hellish. We actually managed to put away, I'm going to move slightly. We actually managed to put away a bunch of stuff. These are just cards over here. So is all this. So we'll get through that eventually. But our background doesn't look like a hellscape anymore. So yay. So we're going to go ahead and start cracking this stuff open. I don't know how long we'll be here tonight. I do have work tomorrow. So I'm going to try not to be up until 3 in the morning ripping packs. As we know, we have 3 decks we're going to be building out of this set. It's going to be the Gohan and Goku, since they eroded it. Even if they didn't, we were still going to build it anyway. It's going to be Vegito, and it's going to be Gogeta. Those are the 3 that we're planning to build. Maybe we'll do Cooler, because I've been saying I want to see Golden Cooler for a minute. So we might build it just because I feel like I've been talking it up. So, like, the existence of the character. So now I feel like I kind of have to do something with it. And it's black. Y'all know I always try. Well, that's not true. I hate Fu, so I've never built Fu. I have no desire to build him. So, we'll see. Also, I'm hoping everything is actually coming through audio wise. Okay, cool. It is. Because, you all know whenever there's like an update with, Elgato or the wavelength, it like kills all my sound. But I think we're good today. All right, cool. But what's good, Astro? How are you, man? All right. We're going to grab the first box, and then let's go ahead and change our scene here. Okay, or not. That's cool. Don't do it. Stream Deck. That's fine. I'll do it myself. Let's see. It's been a minute. It's funny, is I literally just had this tab up, and now I'm like, where is it again? There it is. All right, cool. Doing good. Let's hope you pull some fire. Yeah, man, we're going for double God rares, okay? Ooh, okay. Where is that glare? Is that from? I think that's from the light that's directly above me. Hold on. That would make sense if that's what it is. Yep. All right. Cool. Wow, this is actually. I kind of guesstimated that the way I set these lights would not create glare, and if it's literally only in the upper right hand corner where cards won't be, then we did good, chat. Holy shit. All right.
Yeah, so it looks. I mean, from a viewer standpoint, because I got your stream pulled up, it looks clean. Like there's no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I might have to change the lighting color a little bit because it looks like it's blowing up my face a bit. But well, that's fine. We'll deal with that later. How much did I get a case for? I had ordered this case forever ago. I want to say it was like $770 or something off of Game Nerds. Game Nerd stuff is always the way to go when you can get it, because the cases are never $1,000. I don't think I've ever bought a case from them that was that much by itself. I want to say it was like $7 all in with like shipping and shit, or like tax and shit. I want to say it was like $800.
There's what, 12 boxes in a case, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's really solid.
Yeah.
Considering single boxes are going for 75 plus right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the other thing too is with them, my only quote unquote gripe is their shipping times can be weird. Like sometimes the set will come out and it won't ship for like a week. It just depends on, because they're like, well, we ship it when we get it. So like if we don't get it, like there's nothing we can really do, which is fine. It's just sometimes it just sucks when you're like really excited for a set and you just not gonna get it. All right. God, I love the pack art on this. I got one for 800 to 900 from Game Nerds too, but I canceled it. So I can just buy the GR. Didn't want the other cards. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, wait, how much is the God Rare going for? I'd be surprised if it's only 800 to 900 bucks, to be honest with you. I guess. Well, I guess it depends on where you buy it from and who you buy it from, right? Cool. So our box topper is Hellfighter. Nice. 17 and 18. Not building this deck. If y'all do not know, I do not. I don't care for Super 17 at all. I wouldn't say he's like my least favorite character because that's not that serious. But I kind of hate his arc. If I'm being real. But I'm also not the biggest fan of GT outside of Super Saiyan 4 and the Shadow Dragons. So there's that. Um,
So so real quick, just as a the God Rare, there's only
yeah.
one copy on TCG currently for $4 grand.
Okay, that sounds right. That sounds right. Because this Goku on eBay, this one I still have, was going for like 5. You think it's more than 1,600 raw? I guess maybe on eBay, or I guess depending on where people are selling it, right? But yeah, I've seen this guy go for like anywhere from 2,500 to 5K, depending upon the seller, and I've seen it do that in raw, like not graded. So it just kind of depends, I guess. Oh no, I have
Oh
them
shoot,
on a little
there's not
display
even
case.
any listings on TCG Player, so that's set the market price there
Oh yeah, for the SS3 Goku.
for the SS3. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like selling God Rares on TCG Player is a bitch. Like, I feel
yeah.
like that's everybody. People don't really go to TCG Player for the collector stuff. That's what it seems like. It seems like TCG Player is definitely more for I'm playing the game. I'm actively playing, but I'm not looking for crazy expensive stuff, which makes sense. I think that's really where eBay stands out. Set still new. eBay has some for 1,900 right now. Oh yeah, yeah. Set still new, of course. Okay, eBay has some listing for 1,900. Yeah, I mean you can find them. It just kind of depends, right? Like that's why I kind of am holding on to this Goku because it's just gonna go up. So
Yeah, there's a PSA. I just scrolling through on eBay. PSA 10 is $5 grand.
okay, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
That
hmm
sounds right.
yeah. So pretty solid.
Yeah. What's good, Navarro? Been hearing a lot of good things about the Goku Gohan deck. Never seen it played. That's fair. Yeah, yeah. I've been so out of the loop, man. I have not followed like literally anything, because of the move. So let's see. We've got the Hellfighter, Chile, the SSB Vegito, nice. So we'll put that aside because we're going to be building that. Goku, put that aside. I kind of wanted to build this SS4 Goku Android 18 thing, but I probably won't. Truthfully, we got Zamasu, Goku, Trunks Escape, Majin Ozato. We got the SS4 Goku, and then we've got the SR Vegito. Nice. Okay, cool. So that's an SR already. We're gonna sleeve. Trying to decide what all we should probably just gonna sleeve our SPRs because we have the 2 cases. Like sleeving up all the SRs is a little excessive. Yeah.
So can I put my my dibs on anything? Or
Yes. Yeah. As we go,
uh,
especially for you, Dan. If you see stuff, you're like, gimme. Just tell
well,
me. And I'll
so
put it.
mine's super easy. So obviously I'm building the Goku Gohan deck too. So whatever
Yep.
you've got in your stuff that you need, anything like extra,
Sure.
I'll take that. And then of course the Broly. So like that Chile
Okay. That's you.
super
Yeah.
combo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. I set everything aside for you. I only have the Goku UI God Rare, but this God Rare made me want to collect DBZ again. Probably the best looking one in my own. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful God Rare. It was the good choice. It was a good choice to do Gogeta over the other 2. For sure.
Well, one of them was another UI Goku, so I feel like that would have been pointless. Not like that wouldn't have been smart to do. Like having
No.
almost back to back
No.
UI Goku, and then
Yeah.
what's the other? We got Cell. I
Cell.
can never
Yeah.
see Cell doing a God Rare. So
Yeah. Not that Cell.
Mm-mm.
Like not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No. I love Cell, but no, I couldn't see them doing that. Sorry, guys. We're also kind of just quickly, but not quickly moving through these because we have 2 cases to get through. Hercule. Then we got that Whis, and then we got Broly. Look at that SR. Damn, Dan. Look at we just
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
hooking you up off top.
But I would say, by the way, though, if you're building Gogeta, you might want to take a look at that Broly because that thing
Oh
is a
yeah. I'm gonna
generically
run it.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very good blue SR. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got 6 of them things in my TCG cart right now.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see what I get from you, and then I'll adjust my quantity.
Yeah, your cart's probably gonna be everything in your cart's probably gonna get shipped to you. we got
I
so
would.
much shit. Oh crap.
Yeah, I would say 2 cases almost. Yeah, I'd almost
Yeah,
assume.
dude. Yeah. Sorry guys. I'm trying to. I'm trying to organize at the same time. That almost never works, but we're gonna try it anyway. Okay, so that's my SRs. This is the stack of the decks we're trying to build. Dan's stuff we'll have off screen over here. Okay, cool. Cumber, we got our Gogeta leader. Zamasu, yay. My favorite character of all time. Paragus. God, I sound like such a hater today. Cell. And then we've got Cell again. And then we've got the Vegeta. How do you feel about Bandai taking away our foils for commons? I kind of hate it as a max rarity nut, but my wallet sort of appreciates it because then I'm not hunting for foils, to be honest, to max rare the deck. So I don't hate it. William Phrase. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't actively think about it. I'll put it that way. I don't actively hate it. I'm kind of like, yeah, that sucks, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. It doesn't bother me inherently, if that makes sense. Okay, we got our leader here. Because, again, my desire to max rarity things, it's annoying when I can't really do that in the same... Oh, yay, my favorite card! Woo, Super 17 SR! Woo!
I'm telling you, you're gonna pull an SLR of him, and then you're gonna have to build it.
I won't, though. But you're right, I will. I will pull the card. I will pull it. That's what's gonna happen.
But haven't I heard that, like, was it this one, or is it the, what's the other red deck in this one? There's that. Or is it the 18 Goku deck that's gonna be the good red one out of this? I can't remember.
I heard that I think Super 17 is supposed to be really good. From what I've heard, at least from the Lookout, that was the only person's content that I've had the time to watch about it. That he was saying that Goku's dog doo doo. Or it's not that good, in his opinion. And that, but Super 17, it sounds like Super 17 is pretty banging.
Okay.
Which, you know, good for the Super 17 fans, right? I don't particularly care for it. Doesn't mean I would never try it, but I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, understandable. I'm trying to max rarity my yellow U7. The yellow MVP 17 is basically non-existent in foil. Yeah. Again, for max rarity, folks, that shit is annoying. Like, I'm tilted that they decided. Okay, that's a Gogeta card. I just saw Frieza. I'm like, who is Frieza going to? Is that Gogeta or is that Broly?
Well, what's funny is that the Frieza Z card. So that Frieza is Broly.
Yeah.
That one, but then the Frieza Z battle card is Gogeta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I mean, I guess because Broly beats the ever-living piss out of...
It does. That Frieza card's actually not too bad in the Broly deck. I mean, it's not like, you know, but it's pretty decent.
All right.
You gotta build Zamasu, bro. You gotta build Zamasu.
Yeah, you're so funny, bro. You love taking shots. That's hilarious. I gotta build Zamasu, boy, please. Yeah, no.
Are you? I'm assuming probably not, but are you pulling out any of the 16s for the super combos for Gohan?
Oh, good call. Forgot about that.
It's just a generic super combo, but it does go with the deck. Just FYI.
No, it's a good flag, just in case, or even just to send them to you. To you.
Yeah, I've got them. Like, I don't know if I'll ever if I'll use them. The same with the Chilai, but I like to have them just in case. You know,
just in case. Yeah, you never know. You might change your mind.
Yeah.
Good to try stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh, also, you folks forgot to mention it's on Twitch, but today is also my birthday, so we're doing like a birthday stream.
Hell yeah!
And with all the move stuff, not gonna lie to y'all, I legitimately forgot until like Monday. I was like, oh wait.
He's finally old enough. He's 21. Woo!
Dude. Yeah. Ooh, is this a... Oh, okay. I thought this was a Goku I could use in my Vegito deck. I said, wait a second. No. Okay. All right.
That's a prison planet. No, sir.
Yeah. I said, ooh, things for that. But no. Because, we're still playing Vegito. That's still happening, regardless of whether it's goated anymore or not. Okay, so we got the Goku Vegeta duo, Gogeta, and 17. Yo, thanks, Navarro.
I called it Super 17. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, it's fucking everywhere. I can't escape. Can't escape them. Cell, Broly, Goku. 17. Potara. Busted ass card. That's gonna be great.
That thing's ridiculous.
Just go ahead and
Cool, but
fuse. Just
yeah,
here. Play
for free.
just get out Vegito's. It's fine. Oh, cool. Thanks. I'll take that. You know? Cooler. Goku. I don't really think I'm gonna use that one, but okay, that's for Dan. I don't know why I put this over here for Dan. Oh, oops. I'm over here mixing up Dan's stack. You know what? Let's just put Dan's stuff here before he gets a bunch of commons he doesn't want. Random cards. It's like here's just a stack of stuff.
So that gigantic, I know you're on a delay a little bit, but that gigantic press that was at the beginning of that's also a Broly card as well.
Okay. Did I not put it over there for you?
It's in the yep,
right
there.
There it is.
That card's actually pretty goated in Broly as well because it has two
what's
really good effects.
Anyway, main. Oh, so also guys, for you guys in chat, would you like me to zoom in? Would be better for y'all to be able to see the cards up close, because we can do that if it's easier. This is kind of a top-down view for actual gameplay, but we can zoom in if that's preferable. Or if you guys don't give a damn, then I won't worry about it. But just let me know. Because all right, what's it do? All right, look at the top 7 cards. Look at up to the top 7. Look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Add 2 blue Broly. Oh dang, from your to your hand. Okay, that's nice. The other one, activate battle. Choose one of your blue Broly BR battle cards. Return up to 1 Broly BR card from under that card to the hand. Choose one of your cards that's in a battle and add its original power. Why did you zoom out, camera? I don't understand. Okay. I am so confused. Add the original power of that card to the card that. Oh damn! So you just basically just buff yourself based on what.
Yeah. So if you have one of the 5 cost Broly's that's a 20k underneath a 25k 6 cost.
Yeah.
Right. And you do that. That's basically a 1 cost add 20k to the battle. So you turn that thing it's like plus 20 for 1. And you bring a card back to your hand. So yeah, it's pretty good.
That seems useful.
Mm-hmm. It helps you recycle your Broly pieces too, since there's only, I still don't understand, but they only printed 1 3-drop, and that's like the linchpin of the deck. So we'll see.
Does it have deflect or barrier?
It has deflect but no barrier, and it's only a 3 cost. So
shit.
yeah. So please don't play Vegito with me against that.
So
just cry.
Okay. I got you. Play Vegito. I understand. That's what you want to see. That's how you'll get better and improve.
Bro, I'm not kidding. The moment I saw that Broly, I was like, "Sweet, it's got deflect." Oh, he's gonna play Vegito. That's like my first thought. I was like, no. I still have nightmares of the counterplay.
You trying to play enjoy the game, and here comes.
Like, I thought I was safe. I had deflect. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He does it, and it's not even like it's going to the drop. We're gonna just warp it. It's gone. It's gone.
Yep. You don't get it back.
You don't get it back. Yep, unless you are not the deck you're playing.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. You guys can actually see the cards now. All right, so this is my Gogeta. That's Shilai. That's that. Yeah, sorry guys. We're gonna, like I said, I'm trying to just speed through. Ooh, first SPR, and it's beautiful.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is gorgeous. Let's leave these guys up. That card is busted.
This card is insane.
We're gonna sleeve this up, and it's so pretty. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Well, and Gogeta, we're max raring that deck. Y'all know that's gonna happen. Don't worry, this bend is the sleeve itself. It's not the actual card. We don't eat cardboard here because that's literally the only way you're gonna bend Dragon Ball cards like that. So they're yeah. Also, anybody in chat, any of you guys interested in playing Gundam when that comes out?
Did you end up watching that gameplay video? You haven't watched the video yet?
I haven't gotten a chance to yet. So, yeah. So I don't know anything about the actual gameplay other than some other stuff I saw like a while ago. And it looked fun. It looked cool. It looked very Bandai. It kind of reminded me, the resource system from what I saw kind of reminded me of Star Wars a little bit, or maybe even more so One Piece. But Yeah.
So it's weird because the resources, from what it looked like, doesn't actually come from your hand. Like they're already predetermined.
Okay. Okay.
So
So it's like
so
chunkies.
it's yeah. So well, it's that, but then it's also similar in the sense that you only get to charge one per turn, and you get basically what's an energy marker like in Dragon Ball. So the person who's going second.
Mm.
But what's crazy is if I listened right when I was watching, the player who goes first can actually attack.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's like Digimon in that sense, to where like you obviously like all Bandai games has like a security life system.
Yeah.
Um, that if you like go into security or life, whatever they're calling it, and you crash,
Hmm.
then you lose your body, and then depending on what the trigger is of the card coming out of your life, then you get to do that. It's like a lot of them like add
Interesting.
this to hand, do this, that kind of thing. So yeah,
Okay.
it looks
Okay.
interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that the pilot system looks interesting too because it like you stack
Mm,
it underneath the mobile suit
yep.
and then it gains like specific buffs. I'm like, huh, that seems cool.
Yep, but like very Digimon in that sense, right? Like we know like
Mm-hmm.
inheritables, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like it has aspects of a lot of like the games that we're familiar with, but again in a kind of a different way. So I was like,
Woo!
okay, I can see where
Take that.
okay.
Take that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, look cool. I saw my boy Hito Yui and Wing Gundam in the first set, so I was like, all right, cool. Then I guess we're getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I needed to see. Was
And
Wing
honestly, the
Gundam. So
card art doesn't look bad. I mean, like, again, that was just the tutorial video that he'd sent, and
yeah,
looking at that, but just the cards like from there don't look bad.
yeah,
So
yeah. 100%.
no, I definitely give it a shot.
Uh, Not a huge Gundam fan, but willing to give it a game a try. That's fair, Navarro. Yeah, I love Gundam. Now, granted, I love specific series in Gundam. I wouldn't say I'm like an overall Gundam fan, not because I think the others are bad. It's just they didn't rope me in like G Fighter Gundam and Gundam Wing did when I was a kid. And we got another SSB and SSB Vegeta, Goku and Vegeta. Nice. It's just the SR version, but we'll take that too.
Speaking of which, if you do get your 4 of those, I do need 2 of those as well, if
Okay,
you have
I
extra.
got you. I will. So you're good.
I'm putting a couple in Broly because you
Yeah,
got to.
you got to. You got to. They're too good. But yes, Astro Union Arena is dope. I still have to actually test my freaking Ichigo Bleach deck situation. But I'm not. I think it's gonna be banging. Ooh, our other SPR is my boy Gohan.
Ooh, okay.
That art is sick. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. Um,
Uh,
yeah, leave that boy up.
before you put that stack up, there was 2 cards in that one too.
Oh, gotcha.
You got another
Yep,
gigantic
gigantic
press,
press.
and then the Goku Gohan leader, since you got one.
Yes. Oh, you know what's funny? This whole time, I forgot that you needed the extra. Well, yeah, fine. Yeah, we'll go back. And
Well, I was
do
gonna say,
that
well, you're
after.
still getting
Yeah.
yours. You're not even close to getting yours yet. So I was like, but I know you already had the leader, so I was like, I'll at least take that. So.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. What's good, Max Power? Um, let's see. I understand that. It's the same with me with like Kamen Rider and Ultraman. So many different series under the same franchise. Some are bangers and some are bummers. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. And I think for me too, with Gundam, it's like that kid nostalgia. You know what I mean? It's like remembering like all these core memories from watching Gundam and stuff growing up. Can you teach me to play this game? At the moment, no. In the future, perhaps. So this is Masters and not Fusion World. Just as like a FYI, but like this is basically if you played Fusion World, it's very very similar. Obviously, it's like the original version of that game, but it's a lot more. It's got a lot more advanced techniques in it, or techniques, I guess, keywords and interactions than Fusion World does. But if you have questions about the game, I can definitely do my best to answer them. But I won't be able to do like a tutorial today. This one is simpler right here. So Fusion World is simpler. Masters is not. So this one is Masters that we're doing stuff for. I know the tag says Fusion World, but that's because YouTube doesn't have a tag for Masters, which is annoying. So we're just stealing Fusion Worlds. Vegeta, and then we've got this busted ass insane. Dude, like I can't believe they printed this. I do
Yeah,
not
that's
know
like
who
Bardock,
thought.
bro. That's Bardock on steroids. That's literally what that unison is.
I don't know why they thought. You know, it would be a great card. Yeah, I don't understand.
Let's just
Um,
have a green unison that KOs on swing, draws a card, and then just enables all like the yeah, dude, wild.
it's
Okay.
just it just screw. It just kills all unison. It's just the
Well,
unison to kill unison.
you know what's crazy too is that its auto is not a once per turn. So if you use the
Yep.
-1 to
Yep.
restand or the -2 to restand it, you can KO two things. Dude,
Yep.
insane,
Yep.
insane.
Yep. It's just so good. It's so good. Yeah. Just choose attack, kill. Yeah, and then add one green card from your hand to your Z energy. Draw one card. Yeah, it's so gross. It's so gross.
Yeah,
So gross. Ugh. Disgusting. But yeah, Astro man. I, Union Arena is so much fun. Yeah, I cannot wait to really dive fully into it now that I've gotten set up in the new place. And I love the fact that I don't have to spend a bunch of money every time a set comes out. I can literally just buy the sets I want, which is nice. That's you, Goku. Okay, cool. Goku and then Vegeta. Whew. And then hopefully tomorrow, guys, if not Friday, we'll be able to run some games with some of these decks. But we'll see. Just kind of depends on what we're able to put together. Oh, that's a super combo. I was like, why do I care about mine? There's Chilai. There's that. Okay. I think what we'll do after this is we'll look and say, hey, here's your 3-drop Broly.
there he is.
We'll look and
Yeah,
see if we
man.
got 4 oaks. Just waiting for
Oh,
more IPs to come out. What's up?
quick question. Okay, so with the Broly deck,
Mhm.
your unison, the Paragus unison gives your one of your Broly cards like 5 or 6 cost, or whatever it is, servant. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, obviously with the Broly deck, it's all about like it's a pseudo evolve deck, right?
Mhm.
Like a swap, whatever. Does servant carry over?
It shouldn't, because the only thing that carries over is battle power, unless the card specifically states otherwise.
So like if I evolve like that 3, I evolve into a 5, and let's say I gave the 3 servant,
Yeah,
the 5 then wouldn't have servant then.
correct. It should not have. It should not have servant.
Because that's a keyword. So it'd be no different if like I gave something double strike and then evolve on top of it.
Yeah.
The new thing wouldn't have double strike.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. Just want to make sure if it kept the power or not.
Yeah. It should just be power that carries over. Well, I guess though Broly's different because he's not an evolve, right? Like, does he evolve? I can't remember how Broly
in
works.
this one it does.
It does. Okay,
Like,
yeah. Then power carries over. Yeah, then power carries over. Yeah.
So servant wouldn't carry over, but the extra 10K would? No? How does that work?
No, because you lose the keyword. So
you lose the 10, right?
You lose the 10. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Do so many people play DBTCG they need to make 2 games? No. Literally, I think what happened there was this game has been around for how many years now, guys? 7? Are we on 7 or 8?
We just hit the 7th anniversary.
We just hit the 7th anniversary. Okay, yeah. So we're going into year 8. And the game, as you can imagine, has gotten really complicated. And this game, as in this form, does not exist in Japan, which is obviously a problem because it's freaking Dragon Ball. Then that's a whole other thing, because a version of this game did exist called Dragon Ball Z Cardis before, which was like an online. It was, I don't know why they didn't just carry the game over, because you literally bought your cards in person. It had like a little scanner device thing, and you could play online with the cards that you bought, because each card was like coded. It had like a chip in the actual card, so that you got like a virtual copy. The game was in English, but the cards were in Japanese. But if you went and played the game, it was in English. And it was basically this. It was basically Masters with like some tweaks. And I don't know why that game, because they got like 4 or 5 sets deep. I don't know why that game didn't just get ported over. Oh, what you're talking about is Hero. So that's a different game that had like an arcade. That is this game where the cards look like, oh shit, how many throwing this around? Where the cards look like this. That's this game. Where that's like an arcade game, and you go to the arcade panel, you put the thing in, and like you can basically summon your cards. It's a pretty cool concept. You'll never see it outside of Japan probably, but it's a really cool concept. But no, I see Cardis was a much different like situation. It was a much more traditional card game that was trying to bridge the gap between virtual play and in person. Again, I don't know why they killed it because it was a phenomenal idea. And basically, when that game died, this game was born, and this game is damn near the same thing as that. They just made some changes, and so yeah, this game has been running for like 8 years. They want to get player attendance up. The idea was let's make a simpler version of the game that will appeal to a wider audience, that will also simultaneously release between Japan and like the rest of the world, hoping that people will basically get into Fusion World and really enjoy it and then be interested in getting into Masters. So it's kind of like this idea of having two tiers or levels of play for the same IP. Who knows what that means for Masters, if Masters is going to be continue to be around for like 9, 10+ years. We don't really know. They say that Bandai said that they want to keep supporting this game, so we'll see. Who knows? Honestly, we don't really know what could happen in the next few years. Gotcha. Masters was yeah, basically Masters was too complex, which I both agree with and disagree with. Hey, we got golden, or not golden cooler. We got the SR cooler for the golden cooler deck. Nice. So yeah, Masters was basically too complicated, so they said, you know, let's make a simpler version and hope that people play this and then get into it. It's literally like if with what Yu-Gi-Oh did with Rush Duels and Duel Links. That's basically the Fusion World and Masters is basically that. If you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, the only difference
Having played both.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, having played both games now, I feel like the only thing that made like the big difference was taking out counter timing, both in like
Yes.
counter plays, counter attacks, all that good stuff. But just seeing like just removing mainly that aspect of it, how much it's like, oh, I see like how counter timing can really complicate the game.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
because I've been playing a little bit of Fusion World and it's been fun. Like I don't mind it at all. But yeah, I think for the whole like, okay, I really want to like get diving deep, whatever. Yeah, Masters is it's like a double-edged sword. It's like I like the complexity of it, but then yeah, there's sometimes where like we even have done this multiple times. We're like, dude, I don't know what the ruling is on this. Like we don't know. Like it's not so cut and dry. Whereas like in Fusion World, there's very little room to like get confused. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
it's pretty straightforward and what the
Yes.
rulings would be.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yu-Gi-Oh has 2 games. Yeah. So Yu-Gi-Oh's got Duel Links, which is a virtual game. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh Light. Same cards, but you only get 3 monsters on the board at a time, 3 spells and traps. I think it's 20 card decks, something like that. So it's like a light version of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's only virtual though. And then you have Rush Duels, which is like a real product that you can play, which are, you know, condensed duels. I don't know if that works like Duel Links, but in real life. But it's like a whole other set that you would buy. It's like a subsection of the game. And then what is the other one? There's another one, Sevens or whatever. I don't know if that's actually coming out as like a physical product, but that's like a whole other style of dueling as well. So Yu-Gi-Oh's doing it. I mean, you could argue that Magic does it kind of, right, with like Commander and all the different sets. Like other games do it. It's just the way that Dragon Ball did it. Yeah, the way that Bandai handled it for Dragon Ball was weird. That's just the best way to. It's just weird. They could have done a much better job, I think, of socializing it because they really tricked the fan base into thinking that we're getting an online simulator and then suddenly said, actually, guys, we're going to take that simulator and make it into Fusion World. I think we're kind of over the anger about that situation. It's just, in hindsight, it's weird. Yeah, it's just a weird decision. But so far, it's worked out. I will say the pricing and the cards for Fusion World look sick. I will not take that away from them. They do look really good. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like we said at the very beginning when it got announced, I mean, the first thing you and I said was more Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you know?
Yep. As a Dragon Ball fanatic, I just say, cool. We got more Dragon Ball, so I will take it. All right, guys, we're gonna spread out Dan's cards and see what we already have four ofs already, just to make it easier, so we're not just here's a stack of a shit ton of stuff. Because I will
17 Chilis.
Yeah, here you go. Have fun, buddy. Oh god. I knew I saw beats. Oh, whatever. So yeah, 100% Navarro. The way they announced it would make you think that they were going to kill Masters. It was a very weird situation. And Fusion World, truthfully, guys, is what it is. It's literally that Dragon Ball game that I told you about before, IC Cardis. It's literally that. There's like some changes in like keywords, but it's the same goddamn thing. So I don't know. Bandai has like relaunched the same game for Dragon Ball for a while now. It's and reused a lot of stuff. It's weird, but you kind of just
I
go,
think
okay.
I think what threw a lot of people into his too was like, and we know this now, being veteran Bandai card players, is that Bandai doesn't have the greatest track record with game longevity and health. So like when you
Yeah.
see something like that, it's like no, because like people are invested and all that. But I'm like, look, man, like I think too, like shortly after that, didn't they announce or something like that like they're gonna support Masters at least through the end of 2025 because they already have like
Yes.
events and like all this other stuff. Now granted, this stuff can change, but like they've already got that stuff like well planned out. So
Mm-hmm.
um
Mm-hmm.
and when you look at attendance, I don't think Masters fell off so hard that, like
No.
compared to Fusion World either. Like it's still
No.
pretty prominent.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently their strategy it's working. Like people are
Hmm.
getting looped back in. And I think as long as they continue to create banging sets like this, um,
Hmm.
or close to this level, it'll be fine. I don't think
Yeah.
Masters will go anywhere for a while.
Mm-mm.
Especially as long as Dragon Ball continues to release content, which obviously that's going to keep happening. Obviously, um, Dragon Ball is not going anywhere as a franchise either at all. Okay, cool. So there's dance stuff so far, looking pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and crack another box.
So I'm putting back together set 22 Broly because I realized
Nice.
I don't know why I thought, but I didn't even realize that Broly is actually Z Broly. And now having
Ah,
this one, I don't know if the deck's any good or not. We'll see. But having this one, assuming it's good because it's blue, so I can run blue like good blue stuff. Um, this is Super Broly. So now I have one of each. So I'm like,
nice.
I was ecstatic when I saw this. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. Because obviously playing Sparking Zero for a while now, because that's like my team.
Mm-hmm.
I play the two. Like now I can actually do it in the card game. So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
pretty dope. Yeah,
Love
I'm
that.
excited for that.
We love that. Yeah, eventually we're also gonna stream some Sparking Zero. Eventually that will become like a part of our rotation. So y'all could see me kind of sort of rage. Kinda. I don't. It doesn't make me rage too much. Um,
I had my first rage quit last week on that. I
we love
legit turned
that.
the game off. Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
We love
I had to stop. I had to stop. The dude, he just oh man. Bro, I had Broly. I was getting absolutely mollywopped by Piccolo, dude. I had to.
that. Oh man, I love that for you.
Wait, is that another Super 17?
Yeah, dude.
Love to see it.
It is. I was trying to ignore it. I was gonna speed past it. I wasn't even gonna acknowledge it. I wasn't even gonna acknowledge it. But yeah. So we will be playing Sparking Zero and stuff that will like come to the channel. At some point too, I'll be making some kind of video to talk about like the future and all that shit, and kind of like what's gonna. Ooh, first SPR. We got that
Ooh.
cooler. And what all we're gonna be doing because there's just changes on the horizon in a good way, nothing bad. So yeah, try to be some more
All right.
diligent about making deck profiles and stuff for you guys.
Look look at this guy.
What?
Look at.
Oh,
Oh, look.
Oh, you don't have Discord pulled up.
Yeah, Rick.
There he is.
Rick was trying to be slick. That's crazy.
I got to see these
Hi.
new cards, see what I'm missing out on.
So you can go ahead and open up all those that big old container of Dragon Ball cards you got and
Yeah, that's the one.
get back into it. Your treasure
Eh,
trove.
Maybe like get a forklift and have it shipped out somewhere. Maybe that's the good right answer.
Yeah, don't send it to me. I'm just gonna. Don't. I have way too much, sir. All right, cool. We got 3 of Dan's 30 Chilais. He wants all the Chilais, guys.
Hey,
Mhm.
listen, y'all say what you want
This is
about her.
still
She
for
was
me.
ride or die for him, like off rip. Like she didn't even, you know. All I'm saying.
Yeah, no comment. I don't
Hey.
disagree. but you know, and that there. Look at that, another Broly. Look at that. See that over there. Dan spitting facts, not gonna lie. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Dan knows what he's talking about.
Sometimes. So to be fair, I just rewatched DBS Broly, so
Yeah.
got a fresh.
Yeah,
It showed up. It showed up on what was it, Disney or Hulu, something, I think, or
Oh,
whatever. I'm like,
yeah.
wait, it's on here,
Yeah,
so I had to watch it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, I feel like I missed somebody's message. Hold on, let me look back over here. Oh, Astro. Yeah, more IP. Yes, Union Arena. Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good IP coming out over the next year. I didn't think I would be buying something so soon, but I think at the end of this year we've got Code Geass, which I might buy. We'll see. But then we also have Demon Slayer, which I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna get that. Sword Art Online. I was like, damn. Every time I keep thinking, I'm not gonna cop any of these sets. I'm not really that deep into Sword Art because I think the show kind of went to shit over time. But the set does look cool.
So what? JJK is next year though, right? Early next year.
No, it's this month, November.
November, right? That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if you said Demon Slayer or JJK comes out first.
Demon Slayer. So JJJ comes out first, and then Demon Slayer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Same for Dragon Ball, downhill after GT. I mean, I don't really know about that, Max, but that's fair. Everybody's got their opinions. I would say that GT was. Ooh, we'll take that SSB. I will say GT is like one of my least favorite Dragon Ball things to exist. But that's. I love Super Saiyan 4. Obviously, you guys know this. I love Super Saiyan 4 and I like the Shadow Dragon arc, but GT as a whole, to me, I could care less about entirely. Super has a lot of highs and lows. Yeah. Super has its moments where I think it's phenomenal and has other moments where it's on life support. And that's probably putting it nicely. But, I was actually just talking to somebody about that at work today. Because I don't know about you guys, but Super Saiyan Blue in concept is kind of cute or whatever, but the way that it's presented in the anime, it just feels so it just feels so not important, right? When Goku's out here busting out Super Saiyan Blue on fucking Krillin, on freaking Android 17, I'm like, okay, so what does this transformation actually mean? Right?
Does he end up going Super Saiyan Blue against Gohan when they're training for Tournament of Power?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
yep.
They did. Yeah.
Yep. And it's like it just makes it so hard. Now, granted, it's not even about power scaling at that point. To me, it's more about stakes. It makes it so hard to really understand. Yeah, Daima is fire though. Daima is fire. It makes it so hard to understand stakes in Super, right? Because Super Saiyan Blue, unlike in Z, when a character goes Super Saiyan 2 or 3, the fight is like serious. You know that like, oh, this is like a real situation. When Blue is used in the same way that freaking Ichigo uses Bankai against regular hollows and filler arcs, you're like, I don't really understand why this is happening. And how I'm supposed to feel like this is a really intense situation. Just skip the Future Trunks arc and mainly the first 2 movie arcs and you're good. I mean, yeah, the Goku Black stuff, it's like cool in concept, but I will say Sparking Zero, without spoilers, did a better job with that arc. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. The Goku Black stuff is, yeah.
I literally messaged you the moment that I got up to that point, and I was like, no freaking way, dude. Yeah, Sparking Zero was legit with that. I already finished I had to finish all the story stuff with that one. It was too good.
Yeah, Navarro, you gotta stop. Get don't be talking crazy in my chat. Stop it. I'm gonna speed right past that because there is a conversation to be had there, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. My favorite arc in Dragon Ball is the Android. Oh, 100%. The Android arc, Android/Cell arc, to me is the most, in terms of writing, is the most succinct and probably the best Dragon Ball story arc to me. As both a professional and a fan. Like I think that arc is phenomenal. Okay, let's grab the Gigantic Press. But yeah, I could ramble about various Dragon Ball decisions or lack thereof for days, as Dan and Rick know. I have a lot of strong opinions about.
we've the three of us specifically have had many of a discussion of certain things. I think the thing that plagued GT, right, was they had arguably, in my opinion, the best Super Saiyan transformation ever, but very lackluster villain arcs.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yes, but also I feel like no characters mattered in that show, right? Like, if you weren't Goku, you weren't relevant.
Yeah.
Or like you didn't get a moment to like shine and like do, like, it was very much like it was so Goku section. People are like, oh, Goku's the main character, but like in such a way to where it's like, yeah, but the other cast is beyond irrelevant, right? Like, you have this Super 17, you have this android come back and literally body everyone. We're gonna ignore the fact that this android was freaking I was gonna say literally every arc ended with Goku beating the villain. Nah, except for the Cell arc. But hey, I get what you're trying to say. But like the way GT kind of functioned to me was it missed out on a lot of opportunities. It missed out on a lot of opportunities. Super ruined Dragon Ball for you? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, GT to me as a kid I thought it was cool, but like now as an adult especially, I'm like, I will never revisit it. Truthfully, I will never revisit and watch GT all the way through. Maybe I should in Japanese. Maybe that might be a different experience. Matter of actually. Yeah, GT. I don't know, man. There was just a lot of potential and just a lot of stuff that didn't make sense. Especially when you take into account like the data books, air quotes for GT. Yeah, a lot of stuff.
I also wonder if things. I wonder if things would be different if like it was like written later, if that makes any sense. Like obviously GT came on the heels of Z, right? So like maybe timing had something to do with it as well. You know, what they were trying to do back then. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly, yeah. Who knows what the production world was like at that time?
Yeah. Because you're talking what was that? Early 2000s, mid 2000s, something like that.
I think when it came out in Japan, it would have been the late 90s. I think in Japan.
Yeah. But when it hit North America, was what? Yeah, like
it was
right around there.
Yeah, it was like 2000 something. Yeah.
Because I was real young when it came out, so. Yeah, you gotta imagine way back. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Take it with a grain of salt, I guess, but.
Yeah, Navarro. OG Dragon Ball's fun. That's the one I've done. I do rewatches of. But no, I mean overall, I like what Super has done in terms of revitalizing Dragon Ball for the general audience. Personally, I have my problems with it, but like that's irrelevant. You know, like we can't deny what it has done for revitalizing the franchise and the interest in the franchise. Like I think you would be lying to yourself, considering what the fuck, what the heck is that called? Considering what UI did to the internet when it came out, when it happened.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah.
Broke the internet. I mean, realistically.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with GT. Just Goku, Pan, and Trunks traveling here feels like filler. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, to me, it's not even that. It's everything about GT. Him being a kid. The fact that like the other characters get bodied by everybody. The fact that Vegeta is somehow so far in a way behind Goku and then has to use the freaking Blitzwave machine in order to attain Super Saiyan 4 is wild. Isn't he a kid in Daima? Yes, but the way that Toriyama handled it was infinitely better than the way that GT handled it. I'll put it that way. And when you watch Daima, you'll see the way that Daima handled it was much more interesting than the way that GT did. But then also you have freaking all the other characters just get bodied and do nothing, and then they have the nerve to say in the like the data books for GT did Toriyama write Super 2? Toriyama wrote, okay, so Super is interesting because Toriyama wrote not the full-on scripts. He wrote like ideas, like a treatment, like outlines for what the story of Super would be. Then the animation staff took those outlines and they went and they made the anime. And then the manga is done by Toriyama, or was done by Toriyama and Toyo Taro. So it's two different groups of people working off of one outline, and they took the story in two different ways. But he did write Battle of Gods, and he wrote Resurrection F, which Super, the anime, took and like changed up in ways that are also weird. But yes, that's how Super was created. Speaking of Super ruining something, let's talk about how base Kaba is stronger than SS4 Gogeta. Yo, that I don't know who started that conversation on Twitter, but for like a solid week, that was all over my Twitter feed, and I hated it, but it was also kind of funny. This shit was also mad funny. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're going for God. Oh shit, choking on air. We've got SSB Vegito. Nice. This dude is gonna be busted. Barrier triple attack blocker. And then when you play him, you get to kill something ignoring barrier, which is already gross. And then if your opponent has 3 or more life, you just nuke a life. It just goes to the drop. Yeah, this Vegito is gonna be a menace, and I can't wait. I can't wait to use it on Dan.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Amongst all the other Vegito cards that you can play on that deck, which is
yeah. Which I actually
like,
let me grab my little binder because it's got. Wait, which binder is it? Hold on. My Bleach binder. Because guys, with Union Arena, I had to go out and buy a specific binder for Bleach because I'm extra. We actually went and picked up. Where are they? This is not Dragon Ball stuff. This is all my other addiction here. The fact that somebody's trying to sell this energy marker on TCG Player for like $400 is wild to me. I hope nobody buys it because it's a beautiful energy marker, but it's not $400. Hold on. There was something I was looking for, and now
Is that the one that came with your version of the game? Like when you got the hard copy of the game?
The premium version, yeah, the premium collector, whatever the fuck. Yeah. So I also got these just for you, Dan. It's gonna be great.
Oh, wonderful. Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, just for you, Chief. I even got the SPRs to stun on you,
Nice. Love that. Yeah. As soon as I saw the Vegito deck come out, and I was like, great, you can play this with Hyper Rush. I'm like, yes, this will be fun.
I'm gonna have a great time with that. SSR, okay. Basically, when Sparking Zero showed up, power scaling and base Kaba was higher stats than yeah. It's weird. It's weird. It was wild that people were like, and that Bondi was actually like having fun with that whole conversation and posting gifts and shit in regards to Kaba and SS4 Gogeta. Wild. Yeah. Good old power scaling conversations in Dragon Ball. I love those. Because they're kind of pointless nowadays.
You know what I'm really liking about this set is that each color has okay, nice sell. Has like at least one, if not 2, good like generic cards. Like that yellow Gohan, the Super Saiyan 1, the SR in there. You can play that just a regular yellow deck, or the Cell Explosion one, the other SR for Cell. Same thing. The Broly SR, There's the freaking the Goku Vegeta Blue SR, that one.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many good
Generic
just
cards to
generic
just
card.
throw
Yeah,
in the
that like
decks. Yeah.
yeah, like I was gonna say, like, you obviously decks are being built, but the fact that you can just throw them in with other blue decks is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Ooh. All right. I probably have enough of these guys. I'm just looking at this yellow deck, and I'm pretty sure I have way more than 4 of them in that stack of yellow. It's getting a little thick.
Well, I figure what you
Hey,
probably do
my
is
favorite
oh,
SPR. Oh my god, I was so excited
I'm
to see
telling you,
this.
I'm telling you.
Uh, I blame Rick.
You should.
Rick, when will you be back with us to run games, sir?
I'm in the process of cleaning up my table right now, actually.
Oh man.
That's kind of where I'm cleaning stuff up, so.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We gotta get you back into Star Wars, you know?
He'll be back in time for Twilight.
Yeah. I've been playing it the whole time. I just not a webcam. So.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's not out yet, though, is it?
No,
but pre-releases it this weekend, so
yeah.
that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm doing at least 3, maybe 4.
Woo!
I'm already scoping pre-release prices for it, because this one I'll be definitely getting into, since it's
I might do what I did last time, because last set I didn't even buy any boxes. I just got pre-release packs, and it worked out really good. So I might just do that again, because I got I think a dozen pre-release kits, which was basically like 4 boxes. It was pretty great.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll have the same luck. Buy 2 boxes, get a showcase, and then just plus for the rest of my buying of stuff.
Just do that. I mean, it worked for me. It worked for you.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I did get 2.
I told you guys. Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, within like the same week.
Yeah, I do remember you posting that too. You said that, so I was like, damn it, okay. So happy for you.
You sure?
No, bro. No, listen. At this point, I just show up to your breaks because my pull ups. Oh, there we go. Cell explosive.
There we got Cell. Yep, blowing up.
That's actually a pretty, dude. That's actually a pretty
decent
SR. It is a pretty decent card. You know, those things are super. Like, I can't believe how cheap they are. TCG player. You'd think they go for more. That's a pretty good, like, generic yellow SR.
Yeah, I think it's because yellow's got so many goddamn good generic cards that you're kind of like.
Yeah.
I think you struggle, and to a certain extent, right, to like pick what
you have.
flavor of generic yellow stuff do I want. Okay, so we got your 4 Boss, we got your 4 Beats, you got 4 Gigantic Press. What were you saying though? I kept cutting you off. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, I've told you guys from the beginning. The moment that they have prequel trilogy in Star Wars, I'm 100% on board. All I need.
And now you are. Done.
I get to play. A Clone Wars Anakin. I'm chilling, dude. And the Anakin that comes in this set, even though not a legendary, which I'm kind of glad for, because otherwise it'd be too freaking expensive. Is actually pretty dope. His the coordinate ability he's got is pretty sick.
It's good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this set. So
you damn well should be. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a case, but the unfortunate thing, it comes out, or not unfortunate.
I definitely don't need to buy any boxes then.
yeah, I'm probably gonna get a case. So that's probably what I'm doing. Sorry guys, I'm looking for this other Chila because I know I pulled a 4th one between these 2 boxes. I'm just like, where the hell is she at? Nope, that's not her. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up cracking a case of that. I found a local that's doing a pre-release, so Toriyama wrote Daima. Daima has been stated to be Toriyama's last work. But there
I thought that was like the whole thing with that, like after his passing, because Daima obviously released like after his passing, but that was like kind of the whole thing with it, right? Like when they were talking about it, I thought.
Yeah, it's supposedly his final work, but there are people saying, take that with a grain of salt. There are people saying that technically there may be more work that he did that wasn't finished. That's like in like treatment format, as in like it's notes and all kinds of stuff. Who
Mhm.
knows? How valid that is and like what that looks like. But like I have heard rumblings that is the case. Yes, that in Sandland. Yeah. So
Now Daima though, like when you say because he actually like wrote Daima, right? Like
yes.
that's
Mhm.
like his story. So that's what I was
Mhm.
gonna say. Like they might be considering it like this is his last like full on like project, whereas he'll have
Yeah.
influences still on other
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And you also have to imagine too, like, I mean, for as good as he was, like, there's no way that he still doesn't have any type of influence, even if like future projects of anything, right, that he's
Mhm.
not going to be involved with would still have his influence, right?
Yeah.
Because people are gonna like whoever's writing it's gonna like pull from
Refer
his
back and
inspiration.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So he's still gonna be
Who knows?
prevalent in a lot of things, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. What I had heard, and I think it was Geekdom had talked about it, that the next film may have already been written by Toriyama, but I mean, who knows? I don't know. Who knows like how true that is? Because it's like people talking about like my sources say type of thing, right?
Yep.
So who knows like how accurate that is? I mean, we won't know until they market the film, and who knows? They may not even say it if that's true, right? Like it may not be something that they is in Toei and Shueisha even talk about. Who knows? Who knows? Um, because there are probably concerns about you know um, using his name in that way after he's passed. So who knows?
Hmm.
We'll have to kind of wait and see. But I do know that they're trying to release Dragon Ball movies. The plan that they had mentioned at some event was like every 2 years or some shit. So they're trying to like really ratchet up. I think they have 10 years worth of Dragon Ball content that's like in the pipeline. So um, they're really trying to ratchet up the amount of Dragon Ball stuff we get, and that the manga
I
is
think
returning at some points, whenever that
Well, and I think Dragon Ball's at that point. I mean, it's been at that point for a long time, but it's at that point where it's like, yeah, it's an anime, right? And it's like it fits in that niche of like anime specific fans, but it's like it's a show that like spans farther than just solely anime fans. Like kids
Yes,
watch it, and us as
yes,
adults now
yes.
who like so like it's not going anywhere, right? So I
No.
feel like that's why they know that, and they know that they have the freedom with something like Daima to
Mm-hmm.
experiment with, like
Mm-hmm.
you said, something fun, something new, and
Mm-hmm.
just be like, hey, we're just gonna, even if it's like, because obviously we know because of Super, there's the multiverse stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
they have so many like avenues,
Things they can
man.
do. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude, no
I
way is that another
highly.
Super 17.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Sorry, sorry,
Yes.
that's three in a row. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your all three boxes have been related to the Super 17.
It has. Sorry.
Bro. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. You know what? I'm just gonna pass it. I hope there will be no more 3D movies. Honestly, I felt that way when I first saw Super's like advertisement, but actually seeing the movie, I actually really like the art style. It surprised me how good it actually looked. Um, because I was like, oh god, and then I saw it and was like, oh shit, this actually looks really solid. Um, so because I am not a fan of that style of animation to begin with, unless it's done well. We have completely opposite opinions. Yeah, that's fair. No, I really like the art style. Especially as a filmmaker, I genuinely like the art style. Hey, we
Yes,
got
it
the Assassin's Creed
has these really clear opinions. They're called wrong opinions.
movie. Damn. Come out the woodwork to talk your shit. I respect it.
I know.
That's me.
Sheesh. Hey, listen, that just shows he don't miss a step, man.
I know. I know. Go back to setting up your
Like he
shit.
never
Man.
left.
There's so much
For
crap in the way. It's
so,
a
so for me
process.
when I watched Superhero, like I didn't dislike the even when I saw the previews and stuff, I didn't dislike the art style. I felt like when I like actually sat down to watch it after binging Super and watching Broly and all this other
Hmm.
stuff, it was like an adjustment. It was weird. It was like I felt like my eyes had to adjust to it. I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
it, but like
That's no. I get that.
it
I get
felt
that.
it felt like weird. But once I started watching, I was like you, I was like, oh, it's actually like I
Yeah.
like this, you know.
How can I say that after the beauty? How? Yeah, but like you can like multiple styles of animation, right? Like you don't have to like one thing. That's unrealistic. The art style and animation of the Broly movie is phenomenal. not taking that away from that movie. All I'm saying is I actually like superheroes animation. I'm not going to get into like an argument about which is better because they're both wildly different, and I think it's also unfair to compare them. But if you like one more than the other, that's totally fine too. That's is what it is. I like both personally. I think the Shintani art style for Broly was phenomenal, and it was what Dragon Ball like needed, right? Like it looks really freaking good, especially after the pitfalls of Super, where sometimes Supers look beautiful, and then other times where Super just looked like, what happened? Like, well, we know what happened. They rushed to make those movies. Both are eye candy to me. Yeah, exactly, Navarro. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, it's like compare, even though it's obviously the same IP, it's like comparing two different animes, right? Like you would compare, I mean, Demon Slayer to, I don't know, like something like Bleach, right? Like both very good
Demon
animes,
Slayer is
right?
so much prettier. Just like it's not even.
Oof.
That's not even a competition.
All right, now
like, it
okay,
wins.
all
Demon
right.
Slayer
So
wins
he's got
hands
going into
down.
some fight words now.
First of all,
Over
if
Bleach. Just
if you haven't
pick
been
any
watching
scene from Demon
1,000
Slayer.
Years Blood War, 1,000-Year Blood War, I don't know, bro. You're tripping. I don't know. If you haven't been watching the latest stuff, you're tripping.
Honestly, I haven't. But I mean, have you seen Demon Slayer? Nothing's better than that. Don't even.
Listen, Ufotable.
Don't lie to me.
Ufotable in general is god tier. Anything Ufotable's work is like it's like a Picasso type of shit. Like you can't compare other things to their work because they have like infinite budget, right? Like I don't know if you've seen Fate Stay Night, but Jesus Christ, like I don't understand how that show, especially like when they did the film, can look so good. And I really want to know how much they spent on it because it's insane. Same thing with Demon Slayer. It looks really good, but I will say, 1,000-Year Blood War for Bleach is phenomenal. Like it looks good. It looks good.
All right, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
You've convinced me.
It's good.
I'm not as well versed, obviously, in anime as most, but I have watched like the deep. No, I will say that about Demon Slayer.
You watched an anime, Dan? I'm not even sure.
I have. Yeah, I'm working on JJK now because I'm trying to get into Union Arena.
Sweet.
I've gotten about halfway. Huh?
That's good.
And then I'm working on Attack on Titan.
Okay.
And I started Demon Slayer, but I have a attention issue, so I can't like have too many going all the time. So
that's fair.
So
That's fair.
I get
That's
yeah.
fair. That's fair.
But to be fair, like perfect example, like all three of those have different art styles. I like them all. I do think Demon Slayer, out of the three of them, I will say it just seems so much more. It's gonna sound super corny, but like it seems very elegant. Like it's just so pretty. Like I don't know,
exactly. Yeah.
Like oh my gosh, dude, it's like you're watching like painting on the screen. It's
It is beautiful.
Yeah, but I also like watching Attack on Titan because I feel like I'm watching like a comic book in anime, like a manga on screen.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Different styles.
Yeah, everybody's got your preference.
Yeah.
Wit Studio. What are some of the stuff that Wit Studios worked on? Dan to Dan looks better than Demon Slayer. I haven't watched Dan to Dan, but I've heard it's good.
What is Dan to Dan? Because I keep seeing it on Crunchyroll, and I always think of Dan when I see that. And I don't know anything else about it.
Yeah,
I can promise you it ain't me, but
a friend of mine was telling me that it's really, really good. I just haven't watched it either. I have been going down the Korean webtoon rabbit hole for like the past year of my life. And yeah, that has been my main source of media, honestly, as of late, because it's an addiction. And some of these stories are derivative as all hell, but they're so good. So, example, one of them would be like Solo Leveling. But the actual like comic. A dude get cursed by an old lady. Okay. Tell us more, Navarro. Also, did mine
Dan to Dan?
Wit Studio made Vinland Saga in the first few seasons of its AOT. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I would say that they are in the conversation. I still think, to me, Ufotable's work surpasses theirs personally. What's up, Justin? Am I watching Daima? Of course we're watching Daima. Yeah, I would say Wit Studio. Okay, yeah, that is nice. I will say though, to me, Ufotable is, yeah. They're for like actual shows and not just their films. It's nuts. Like, I don't understand how their budget functions. Like, I don't know how they can produce 24 episodes of Fate Stay Night UBW and look that good consistently. I really don't understand what their budget. Oh, we got the SS Gohan.
Nice.
We love that. Give me all the
By,
Gohans.
by the way, I'm gonna do the shameless plug real quick because he's too modest to do it. He's only like just a couple hundred subs away from 1,000 on YouTube, y'all. So if you guys aren't subbed over there on YouTube and you're like watching, hit the sub button real quick. Trying to get him to 1K.
I appreciate it, man. I know
Yeah, somebody's got to say
it. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just sitting there looking at the sub count. I'm like, bro, you're so close. Why aren't you saying nothing? Well, I got
you know, that's what happens. We haven't streamed in like several months, you know?
Yes, you know? Hey, listen, bigger, better things.
What's good, Gucci? Do I also play Fusion World? I do play Fusion World extremely casually, though. Masters is like what I'm focusing on for Dragon Ball until basically ride this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. That's kind of how I feel about Masters. We're gonna keep playing it until Bandai said it's dead. That's kind of what's happening. Yo, appreciate it, Gucci man. That's kind of what's happening. What decks am I making this set? We're doing Gohan, Gogeta, and Vegito. And then I'm gonna remake my boy Beast Gohan, the blue one, because of the anniversary support. Yay! It's Dan's favorite card.
I'm saying.
I'm gonna send him all the Super 17 stuff because he wants to build that and Zamasu.
Okay, all right. Well, listen. Zamasu can go jump off a bridge. Bro, trying to fight him in freaking the Sparking Zero, like the storyline on any character was a pain in my ass, dude. Oh my god. It was so annoying. Especially when your secondary objective is like kill Zamasu quickly. Okay, how fast is that? Never fast enough, apparently.
Oh, I love that.
Can't stand him.
I like Super 17. It's pretty good. I've heard it's good. I just don't like Super 17 as a character, so I won't play the deck. It could be the best deck in any card game in all of existence, and I wouldn't play it. So that's how that is. Am I gonna convert to Fusion World if Masters ends? Maybe. Depends on the state of Fusion World at the time and what else I'm playing. Because I play like 4 or 5 other games. So it's maybe. I literally only would play it to keep Dragon Ball as a card game in my life. That's I don't know if that sounds sad, but that's literally would be the reason. It's because I want to have a Dragon Ball game in my life, a card game. That would be the only reason. Not because I want to be the very best like no one ever was. So that's
subtle Easter egg.
So that would literally be the reason. Masters is awesome. Yes, Masters is awesome, even though it occasionally makes me want to flip tables, but Masters is awesome. Yes.
I don't honestly ever see Masters going anywhere unless they I don't want to say make Fusion World more complex because that kind of defeats the purpose, but it has to introduce some type of element that it's got to have another layer to it. It really does.
Yeah. Is that a reasonable possibility? Masters ending? Yeah, it's always. I mean, any of these card games could die anytime. Any of these Bandai games, you're not going to see the end of like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. I don't think for a very long time. But like Bandai kills games left and right for like no reason.
To be fair, I can't remember whose video it was, but I watched a video a week or two ago now. They were talking about that because of the Gundam announcement.
Yep.
About like Bandai stuff and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball Masters is Bandai's current longest running game.
Yes.
That's still active.
Yep. So that and Battle Spirits in Japan.
But we don't count Battle Spirits. So, I mean, come on. Come on.
Just saying, that game's been around for like 15 plus years. Okay, all right. It's been around
fair enough.
I'm just saying. It's been around.
Fair enough. It didn't do well over here, but like you said, technically they don't have Masters over there. So, okay, apples to apples. But in terms of like Bandai running games, yes.
Yeah.
I look at that and I'm like, all right, so that's got to mean something, right? Bro, you're no, you got to rebuild Invoker with that. Have you read
All
that
right, let me
card?
actually read this guy. Let's read
Dude,
together, folks.
that thing's really good.
All right, permanent. This card is also treated as extra when it's in your deck. Drop in. Oh, Jesus! What? Okay. All right, we like that already.
Yep.
We like that already. When this card is played, activate up to 1 Tournament Power Arena from your deck. Oh.
So that's a guaranteed turn 2 TOP. Yes, sir.
All right. So I gotta find my 4 of these. Invoker dead. Stop it. No, Alan. No. we must continue. Discard 1 card from your hand at the start of your opponent's main phase. Draw 1 card. Switch up to one of your leaders and up to one of your energy to active mode, and your leader gains blocker for the turn. Ooh. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So that restands your energy and lets you have your leader block for your unison. That thing, I'm not saying will single-handedly bring Invoker back, but it's a really good addition, I think, to it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Battle Spirits is older than 20. Now look, now I gotta go back and look. I could have sworn, is it Battle Spirits or is it Cross Spirits? Is there some other game that they have? I thought it was something Spirits that Bandai has that's old as hell. That is also like an anime or something in Japan that like has not left the US. Now I gotta look. Because Battle Spirits is also like their original IP. So I think that was also part of why it's been around for so long.
So BSS was released in Japan in September of 2008.
Okay, there we go. Yes, that's okay. Yes, it's a long. Yeah. And Battle Spirits Saga is over here. And yes, okay, cool. Because I think the 2017 version, they did try it over here in the US at some point. It didn't do well or something, and so they killed it.
AFK sec.
Say what? Yeah. I wish Battle Spirits was set in the US. Battle Spirits had Kamen Rider crossover sets. Oh, nice. Favorite Dragon Ball character? Gohan. Easy. However, close follow-ups for me are Bardock, Vegeta, and Piccolo. And maybe I'm in the minority, but I do not mind the Dragon Ball Super Bardock. I know some people like hate him and whatever.
I thought he was a good character, honestly.
Yeah, I don't mind what they did. I don't really care. Because there's no reason to say that like the characters can't coexist as like one character. Yes, obviously the super version doesn't. What's good, Spicy? How are you? Yes, we are still alive. We are back to the stream life. There's no reason to think that like those two stories can't coexist, but that's neither here nor there. All right, I should probably go through this massive stack of yellow cards over here and figure out what I have 4 of, because I think there's like 10 of them in that stack. I hate how in Super they brought back Future Trunks. Do you hate that they brought back Future Trunks, or do you hate that he was brought back, period? And Trunks is a cool one, Alan. Can't be mad at that as a favorite character. I mean, you could, I guess, but that's kind of...
I think... Okay, I'm going to say this is my opinion, obviously. I think the issue with the Future Trunks thing in Super as opposed to Z is that they did him so well, like the Future Trunks like concept in Z, in the Android Saga, that I don't know, like obviously this is, it's so hard to not be biased because it's in the Goku Black era, but I don't know. It just seemed like it was like you did the Trunks, like Future Trunks thing already, and then it's like they're trying to like redo it, but in a, I don't know, obviously in a different way.
Yeah.
Where it's like I feel like, but again, for me, that whole Zamasu Goku Black entire arc, which includes the Future Trunks aspect, everything, could have just been anything else. But that's the only issue that I have with Super, to be honest with you.
That's fair.
I like TOP. I like that was a good one for me. I like the filler episodes; didn't bother me at all. I loved, I mean, granted, like the equivalent of what what was it? Resurrection F and
Battle of Gods.
Battle of Gods. Yeah, I couldn't think of it for a second. Those arcs, like I thought they were all pretty good.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I prefer the movies for those over the arcs. But yes.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
Let's see. All right, catch up. I hate how in Super they brought back Trunks. I love the character. His story should have ended in Z. I mean, fair, but like truthfully, the question of what happens with Boo is a valid question, right? In that arc, because Boo would still happen. In theory, like you could end up in a situation where Trunks just dies in that future, and that future is screwed because Boo exists. Now, granted, obviously they didn't like tackle the Boo issue. I mean, they kind of did, right, by saying that that Trunks fights him, he goes Super Saiyan 2 in that fight, he kills Deborah, blase blase. Like that was addressed, but like his story was bound to continue just because of the events of the present timeline. Period. I think that the way they brought back Trunks itself was weird with the whole Goku Black thing. I mean, again, no. I've always said this, and I've said this for years, that it should have just been like a few. If they were gonna try and do something focused on Trunks, it should have been like a Gohan Black situation, like a future Gohan thing. Because if you really want to mess with this character's head, having his mentor come back from the dead and slaughter all these people and kill his mother is pretty freaking dark. Over Goku, whom like he met Goku, obviously he knew who he was, but like Goku wasn't his freaking mentor or anything like that. I mean, he didn't know him until he went back in time. So I think from like a emotional weight impact perspective, there was more interesting things that they could have done, but I also could have done without that arc entirely. Like that arc was not necessary. It was fun to see Vegito again and stuff, but that arc was not necessary to me.
So I feel like what happened with that is I feel like it was like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of thing, where from the future perspective, you get invested into Trunks, and like you were saying, yes, like if they really wanted to mess with him, then they go that route of like what would have been really like trippy for him, but then to make it Goku be technically the villain in that way. For one, it's main character syndrome, but then also they make the story more about Zamasu, right? Because then you flip, it's like, well, why is it Goku Black instead of potentially like a Gohan Black situation or something? Well, if it was Gohan Black, then it would be all about Trunks, right? It really have no bearing on Zamasu, right? Like, what's Zamasu's connection? The reason Zamasu goes and becomes Goku Black is because, oh, I was beaten by this Saiyan or whatever. I need to be whatever, right? So it shifts the focus, like character wise, right, onto Zamasu. So it's like it's tough to be like, I want to buy into this future Trunks character and like what he's going through. But the arc really isn't about him. It's about like if you focus on the villain, right? Well, because that's the one thing I think that Dragon Ball has had been really good villains. I could be in the minority, but I think they have really good villains, right? In terms of like why the villain is doing what they're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's somebody as diva as Frieza, right? There's a reason. Okay. With Zamasu,
what are you talking about? Frieza's the best. How dare you?
I didn't say it was a bad villain. I just said his purpose is, he's just, anyway.
He's the personification of, well, I'm not going to get into that conversation, but he's literally the personification of colonialism and empire. So he's a really good villain for that.
Look,
reason.
everyone has flaws, okay?
I'm not taking anything about. I'm not saying nothing about him as a villain. All I'm saying is, he's a good villain. No,
it's a bad person. I got you.
I think that's the issue, right? Because like if you look at TOP, we've talked about this a lot, right? Like Jiren, right? Jiren is quote unquote the not villain, but the adversary of
he's the antagonist.
TOP. Right, the antagonist, if you will, of TOP. But they don't make him into a villain, but still have like a decent enough backstory for him and like where he's coming from. I felt like with Zamasu, it was just kind of like,
oh my god. Dan,
I won't say me. I won't say anything else. I promise.
Look,
all right,
Dan. No, Dan. We need to address this. I'm sorry. Look at this.
I won't
say
done
to me.
It's a good-looking card. I mean, you'll just have to play the deck. Just play the deck.
Rick, every single box topper has been a Super 17.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, he's got
that sounds like a sign.
that are both Super 17s. So
that's a sign that you should be playing that deck.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's supposed to be good.
Damn it.
Come on.
And then we'll catch up with chat.
Just play the deck.
GDR. No, all I was gonna say is like I just feel like Zamasu's he's a crybaby. You know what I mean? Oh, I got beat, so now I gotta power up. And it's like you take away from the significance of what Trunks was going through, I feel like. So
I respect that. Okay. I mean, not necessarily true. His timeline is very different. Maybe his timeline Boo could have. I mean, sure, but like, what I'm saying is ultimately Boo is in that timeline, regardless, because that happened way before Trunks was even born. That happened thousands, hundreds of thousands of years ago that they put Boo on that planet, right? So like you could make the argument, I guess, that maybe Boo just wasn't revived because something happened to Bobbity, et cetera, et cetera. But it's also equally like viable to ask the question of what happens to Boo in that timeline, what happens to Beerus in that timeline. Like those are all valid questions. What happens to the Supreme Kai, because the Supreme Kai does exist, right? Do Trunks and Bulma eventually like go to Namek and revive people? Like there's a lot of stuff that you could do with that timeline where like if you wanted to, you could. I think the way that they did it was not ideal, but like to think that they would give up on a character like Trunks that is wildly popular and that people love is, in terms of like dollars, would never happen, right? Like that would just Trunks was bound to come back in some type of way. I mean, even looking at the BoJack movie. Yeah, if you wanted to, but you shouldn't, is my point. Right. And what I'm saying is like, while that may be your point from like a writing perspective and like a content creation perspective, I disagree. Right? Like, sure, but like you could, with the right story, it's not a bad idea on the face of it. Especially considering that like time travel in Dragon Ball, oh nice, is pretty flexible.
Yeah.
Like to expect them not to do something with Trunks, I think would be crazy. Because Trunks is just popular. Like I'm actually more surprised that it took them that long to do something with Future Trunks, to be honest. I'm also surprised that they had the restraint to not just put Future Trunks in the present timeline. They didn't do with anything. Yeah, because in GT they didn't do anything with anyone who wasn't Goku. I mean, in GT they didn't do anything. Vegeta was turned into a villain within and written out of the story within the first like arc. The second arc he gets bodied by Super 17, which is a whole other thing. And then the final arc he doesn't do anything until the end of it. So like, yeah, almost any Oob, who they played up as like this amazing character, they kind of shuffled away into the abyss. Like nobody got to really do anything in GT that wasn't Goku and Pan. Even like Trunks kind of like faded away after the baby arc, right? Like GT didn't do much with any of the other characters. You know, and I think that GT could have done something with Trunks if they wanted to, but I think they were so focused on this other stuff that like they were like, oh, we're gonna throw in the movie characters into this timeline and have them get resurrected, which also ignores the fact that like the movies can't exist within the main timeline because like they can't happen based on what happens in those films, right? So even GT itself kind of treats itself in like this weird alternate timeline in and of itself because of the movie villains showing up, which is like cool but also nonsensical. But that could just be me. Sorry, going back up, Navarro. Both are great. I just wish Dragon Ball Minus at least referenced the Bardock crew instead of. Yeah, that's fair. I think there's maybe it's like a data book. I think I saw somebody mention that. Oh, there we go. This is an SPR that we want. This is an SPR that we're looking for. Thank you. All right, we've broken Dan's curse. For this box.
We'll see. Okay.
We'll see. What am I saying? Oh shit, my bad, Justin. Okay, I'll get back to your message too. Yeah, no, I thought I saw something somewhere where basically they confirmed that Bardock's crew is indeed canon. I thought it was like a data book or something. I remember somebody mentioning it. I didn't like go back and source it. So maybe I'm spreading lies, but I thought I saw something that somebody had mentioned that like they are referenced in some other piece of Dragon Ball media. Even though they're not in Minus. But it also could be somebody referencing the fact that Toyotaro, I think Toyotaro drew Bardock's crew as like an extra illustration because he'd been drawing like movie characters as like bonus illustrations, which are really cool. Do you think we will ever get a live action Dragon Ball movie TV show? I hope to God they never do that. I hope to God we never see another live action Dragon Ball thing ever again. Personally, I don't know if you grew up with evolution and seeing that as a child, but good God, I hope we never, ever, ever see a live action Dragon Ball thing again. That's not a fan project. What's good, Red Blazer? I'm sorry for the delayed ass response. Time to enjoy Red 17. No, no, no. we're not doing that. All right. Don't listen to Dan or Rick. All right.
Wait till he opens this
Hey,
one.
hold on now.
Wait till he opens this one.
Don't put me in that.
Also, I think for my boys box, Dan, I think we just need the SR Brawlies. We have 4s of I think of everything else. Like a good faithful activation like they're doing for One Piece. Yeah, Max, you're tripping, dog. I'm not even gonna read that shit out loud. I'm not even gonna. You're tripping on that. Like a good faithful live adaptation. But see, okay, so this is something that like I feel like I have talked about ad nauseum when it comes to adaptations. For me personally, when I think about filmmaking and content creation, right? What do I gain going from animation to live action? What does this medium provide me that makes it worth it to go from animation to live action? To me, not much at all. If you're not talking about super grounded stories in and of themselves, like we're talking about even like comic books, right? I think comic books really lend themselves to being in animation or in live action, instead of where like manga is more often than not envisioned as an animated project from the jump. It's hardly ever, in my experience, unless you're talking like slice of life stuff, is envisioned and meant to it'll get you Twitter haters, Faro. It's envisioned and meant to become an anime, right? And in an anime or animated work, there's a lot more you can do with characters, expressions, modes of storytelling that you can't necessarily get away with in live action. Look at Avatar is to me a good example. Now I know some people like the latest Avatar: Last Airbender. To me, it's a no. I just don't see the value in it being live action, other than it increases the viewership pool of people who will never watch it because it's not animated, right? Like I have family members like that who will not watch it because it's animated, which is cool. That's fine. But like that's also okay for them not to get into it, right? Live action can be a good way to line up the story, an easy way for new fans. The Dragon Ball series has way too much filler. It'll be good to watch the story again without filler. That's what Dragon Ball Z Kai is, though, right? Kai has no filler. Just go watch Kai, right? Like that's more faithful to the content. Characters and their designs will not look as good in live action. Like take Frieza for example. I can only imagine how horrific and not in a good way Frieza would look in live action, without them spending a lot of budget on it that they're not going to spend. These studios are not going to spend that kind of money to make that happen. That's just I don't know in what universe that would ever happen personally. I think when you stick in animation, you can be much more faithful to the original source material when it comes to anime in particular. Now, there's some exceptions. Like, I think Sword Art Online would be cool in live action. Like, I think something like Sword Art could be dope because the story is so simple, right? Even Solo Leveling, you might, and I think there actually is a live action that was done in Korea, but I could be wrong. But, like, Solo Leveling is one that I think you could get away with. But that's, like, as far as I would go, personally. I agree. I don't like live action adaptations of anime, but there are people that will never watch anything animated. Correct. Yeah. And that's fine though. Like I think when you're thinking about creative expression, that is okay that there's a certain section of people that will not watch your work because they don't like animation. Now, if you're thinking about money and only money, cool. Then yes, I understand why you would say, let me make this live action thing because I'm trying to increase the amount of money we can make off of my product. Yeah,
the people that make the decisions to make live action are the ones that only care about money. So that's
correct.
That's why.
Yes. Again, unless you're talking about very specific things like Parasite the Maxim. That's another one that I could see you doing live action because it's grounded enough that it doesn't have planets being exploded, people powering up for 20 minutes, and the ground ripping apart as they transform into some crazy new form and their hair reached the floor. Like, there's just certain things that you would just lose that aren't going to look as good. Like, imagine, like, someone's face, a close-up of them yelling and screaming. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot where I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I think you lose too much of the value of the medium going to live action for a lot of things. Again, there are some exceptions, like Tekken. I think Tekken could be a cool live action thing, which does exist, but it's old. Street Fighter is something you could redo. These aren't anime, obviously, but these are in the same vein. There are exceptions, but I think Dragon Ball you leave alone.
The new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the new Mortal Kombat. Now, they could have done a better job with it.
I
but it is
got beef
something.
with the new Mortal Kombat movie. All right, I got serious
agree.
beef.
I do too.
They made an entire Mortal Kombat movie, and they did not have a Mortal Kombat tournament. What the hell? That's the whole point of the Mortal Kombat movie, is to have the Mortal Kombat tournament. And they bypassed the entire thing, and I cannot be more upset about this.
This is for Dan. Hey, look at
Dude,
that.
okay, all right. So listen, I wasn't gonna say anything, but like, okay, because I wasn't gonna say another Super 17, but in my head, I should have said it out loud. Dang it!
You should have said it out loud, bro.
I should have. No, because I was literally gonna be like, all right, next box topper is gonna be a Broly because I wanted one, and I didn't say it, but it happened anyway. So I'm taking that as I predicted that one. Yeah, I willed that one.
You willed it into existence with the Force.
I did.
Mortal Kombat was always live action, though. People feel a bit more okay with it. This is true. Yeah, because when you look at the old Mortal Kombat games, the way that they shot them and the way they made them, yes. But I'm really thinking more so from like a story perspective, and like, you know, like some stories just don't translate well to live action. They just don't.
Yeah.
Or they don't translate well to film or TV, and that's okay. But some things they just don't translate. I think a certain amount of work that people won't do. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and I think I can say this because we're all superhero heads too. I think the age of superhero movies have created this type of mentality of I want to see everything that I grew up with animated now in live action, right?
Yeah.
Like I think that's just the kind. And don't get me wrong, would it be cool to see like if in our heads, right? Wouldn't it be cool to see like a really really well done adaptation, live action adaptation of Dragon Ball if it was the yes, but we're also thinking practically, right? Like, could that actually be achieved? No, it cannot. It can't. And you're talking because of so many different factors, right? So, and it's hard because you can look. Oh, well, One Piece did it, yes, but if you look at One Piece is I think wildly different than Dragon Ball. And like you said, its story that they were able to go with worked for live action. I don't think that Dragon Balls translates the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I don't care what anybody says. I knew when I was 8 years old that Evolution sucked. And I was so excited when it came because I was super into Dragon Ball, like it was Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, you know, I was trying to style my hair like Goku, and then I'm like, no way, we got an actual movie coming out or whatever, and I'm like, what is this hot garbage, dude?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna like. That is the equivalent. I'm sorry for anybody that is the equivalent of M. Night Shyamalan's Airbender.
Avatar?
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, that was. Yay!
Yeah. I think you pulled one from every box. I'm pretty sure.
I have like unlimited androids, bro. Like they Zamasu is everywhere too. I'm just ignoring him because I hate Super 17 more. So there's that.
Oh, are you not using the cell explosion one, the fat cell?
I'm setting it aside for right now. Obviously, if you want them,
okay.
I have
no. You take what you need first. If you got extra, I've got a place set in my cart.
Oh,
so okay. if you have extra that you're not needing, then yeah. But
I'm sure
don't worry about it.
I'm sure I will.
Dude, and Max, okay. I can go on forever about the Shyamalan thing. I love him. I love his stories when he does original stories. I have no idea what possessed him to do that movie.
He needed that paycheck, bro.
Shyamalan, he made like one good movie. What do you mean?
No.
Name two then. I can think of one, and I know more.
Oh God, I'll put me on the spot here, Rick. Hold on a second.
All right.
Glass Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the one movie he made that was good. The Cold Glass Unbreakable series. Other than that, it was not good.
The Sixth Sense.
All right, fine.
The Village. Okay.
And two good movies. The Village. Nah.
Oh, okay. Knock at the Cabin. Really? That was a good one.
Oh, no,
Was that the one
Nah.
with Batista?
Yeah,
Yes.
I watched it.
Yes.
Okay.
I watched it recently when I took a flight.
Have you guys seen Old?
Eh.
I haven't seen Old. Is that the
That
one
was
where on the
dumb.
island?
That was real dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No,
I
that
saw-
movie
I-
was good.
I saw a
No.
breakdown of that movie, right?
No.
That's the one where they're on
That
the
movie
island,
was-
right? And they start to like,
Yeah,
age.
yeah.
Okay,
Their
okay,
age
okay,
gets
okay.
their
Yeah.
age gets accelerated. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one was
okay.
good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got Signs, The Village, Lady in the Water wasn't terrible.
Ooh,
The Happening.
Oh, that was
movie
awful.
was that movie was dog.
It was so bad.
Bro,
It
listen,
was
as a kid,
so
when they were like, it's the trees.
Okay.
The trees
All
are
right.
killing everything.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fine. I'll give you that one. But listen, okay. There's not a lot that's okay. I'm looking at his
I
list.
think-
And
look,
it's not all
It's
bad.
not good.
M Night.
He
M Night
made a
is one
couple
of those,
good ones, and
I
then he
feel like-
rides those good movies into bad movies. I don't know.
Yeah, he did make After Earth. Oh my
After
god,
Earth,
you're
he
right.
did.
Oh,
he
God,
did. I
ugh.
wasn't gonna bring that one up. That
He
one
tried to
one's
kill
just a
Will
home
Smith's
run.
that
career.
just discredits
Yeah,
your
that
entire
was-
theory, Dan.
I forgot about that. Dang, Navarro.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna try. I was hoping that one wasn't gonna come up.
Not you trying to speed past evidence.
Yeah,
Mhm,
sorry. Yeah, I was gonna try to
We're
let that
on
one
you,
go.
man.
Oh, Navarro, bro. He said, didn't he make After Earth?
But listen,
too?
to be fair, wasn't Will Smith an executive producer on that one? So
I have, yeah, but EP doesn't mean anything. EP doesn't mean
Okay.
anything. I'm just gonna tell you right now,
Fair
EP
enough.
just means I want to put my name on, get that credit, and get that extra money.
Mhm.
That's what that means. It doesn't-
that's
Mhm.
fair. That's fair. Okay.
Sorry, Alan. I did see your question earlier. I just didn't have a chance to answer. Are we playing Masters tonight? Probably not, because I have 2 cases open, and we are taking our sweet time, chatting up as we open stuff. So I doubt I will actually run games today, but I plan to run games tomorrow and or Friday. So, because I gotta build this stuff. Oh dang, 2 cases. Yeah. So we're hoping for 2 God Raiders today. That's the plan.
But
Yeah.
only 2? No, come on. Shoot
Oh,
higher.
sorry. Yeah, we're going for 5 God Raiders out of my 2 cases.
Thank you. Okay, yeah.
So, setting ourselves up.
Look, your
for
second case
ultimate
is a
success.
misprint. All the God Rares for the entire set were actually put in that case, and no one else
I
got
see,
them.
I see.
It was it had a factory error.
Oh man, that would be like what happened with the Star Wars set, where you can just map out all your shit.
See? Yeah,
You know.
I got you.
They
I got
fixed
you
that
covered.
though, didn't they, Rick? Or no?
I don't know. We haven't
Maybe?
opened the next set yet. I mean, we'll find out in next week or this week. We'll see. We just don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. That's another case I gotta get, guys. I'm not. Yeah, God. I'm excited, but I'm not.
I'm getting a lot more hopeful for Star Wars too. Their prices are coming down. They're starting to normalize.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
one of
yeah.
my local places is doing like $85 boxes. For the new set.
Well,
so.
even the secondary market.
Oh yeah, it's
singles
going way
are
down
really,
now.
really
Well, the
good.
reprint's happening like mid-November. I think it was just announced. So yeah, everything's really gonna keep coming down. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, like Vader's
Sorry,
have
guys.
come down way a lot. 'Cause I still still looking at those, but like
Yep.
Vader's, Luke's, Crate Dragon, like stuff. The legendaries that I'm still
Yeah.
just had a chance to try to pick
Scoop
up.
up.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I held off though.
That's
Good
right, guys.
plan.
I'm just organizing these cards out, seeing what I have 4s of, and like I said, I had a big ass stack of yellow stuff, and the amount of what is he doing in here? The amount of yellow stuff that I just had in the stack that is more than 4 sets of 4 is. I think I literally have Dan's set of 4 with my set of 4. So,
Probably. I mean, yeah, probably.
because I'm looking like, oh, I got 4 of you. Where's the Goku at? Now we have 4 Gokus. Okay, now the 4 Gohans. Oh yeah, I gotta get the TP SS2 Gohans.
I gotta get the TP Broly, the 6 drop.
Yep,
There's another. There's a Broly blocker. Yeah.
What's it
Isn't
doing?
he like damn near necessary for the deck too?
Yes, yeah, like you can't run him without. I mean, okay, I won't say that, but yeah, it's the
shouldn't.
better. So yeah, so the 6 drop that comes in the set is not bad, but the TP 6 drop's better, and it's only like $2. So
That makes
it's
sense.
yeah, it just
Alright.
sucks that I'm like, God, I will have to have like buy something off a TCG player.
Yeah,
So.
because I don't have those. Well, I do have a local I can go play Dragon Ball Let that's like 10 minutes from me. So, yay. For the first
Just rub
time
it in.
in
Just
God
rub
knows
it
how many
in.
years. Yeah, of course. I gotta take my shots. I gotta take them while I can. Yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, listen.
That's fair.
We said it when you first. We couldn't be happy for you, dude. You actually have somewhere to play. Like actually,
That's fair. That's fair.
although
All
Rick's
right.
still convinced it's just a bunch of little ones.
Children
But,
that I play and beat up on
Yeah,
kids.
that you beat up all the time. Yeah, that's look. We know it's okay. You free packs, son. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna judge you for getting free packs.
Whoa.
I'm gonna judge you a little bit, I guess, but
A little? You're super judgmental. What do you mean?
I gotta fight for my packs.
I, you see,
Rick's over there fighting for his life against
It's
like Star
true.
Wars freaking like god
It's
players.
ridiculous over here. All right, there's so many good players, just topping everything. It is wild.
Just move. Just
Dude,
When I go, yeah, I have to go to conventions to get easy matchups. That's how it works,
That's wild.
Hey,
It's a wild statement.
that's how it's been for me, dude, with the Pokemon landscape down here.
Oh, really?
That's how I had to do X-Wing
Yeah,
too.
dude.
It's just,
I would say the majority. It's here in Ohio's got a lot of good players, but here, dude, yeah, the Pokemon competitive scene down here is insane. It's wild.
Y'all was out here getting clapped, huh? That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
What has a 68 in Rotten Tomatoes?
Just look back to this one. The Visitor, yeah.
Just to loop back to M. Night Shyamalan.
oh yeah.
A bit. Also made The Visit, which wasn't a bad movie in my own opinion. Okay. I remember the trailers for that. Yeah, I don't really, truthfully, with M. Night, man, I just kind of ignore a lot of his stuff. I don't really pay it any attention. If it looks good, I'll go see it. My parents have like a free movie pass, so they see literally everything, and they saw his last movie, which was some weird fallen angel shit. I don't remember what it's called, and they were like, it's bad. I don't remember what it was called, but yeah. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep the lights on. I guess I'm surprised that he keeps getting jobs from these studios to make movies.
Yeah. I mean, good for him. All I'm saying is good for him. He's making it work, and I'm good for him. But that doesn't mean I'm going to go watch it.
I think what works for him is that he is such an obscure director and writer that it kind of works for him, right? Because like it's one of those like, oh, his story could have meant this, or the ending could have meant that. So it's like, so you walk out of there not really knowing what you just watched. So it almost, because of that's like the
discussion.
Yes, exactly. It's like, oh, well then that's exactly what you were supposed to do. Yes. Yeah, I want to go see Trap. It looks good to me, but I don't know.
You mean Trap? That was actually good. I don't know what it's called. I just know that it was about fallen angels, and they were smashing humans, and they were making Nephilim, and it was like this whole attempt at like a biblical spin on this biblical story of the Watchers, which is an interesting, fascinating, which is a fascinating story in like, when I say real life, but like in like biblical like storytelling, the Watchers and all that stuff is truly fascinating. But from what I understand, from the folks I talked to who saw it, they were like, it was one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen, and I'm not a fan. So,
so hold on. I don't think this was him though. Oh, it was produced by him, but it was directed. Hold on. It was directed by his daughter.
Oh, okay. So it was a nepotism.
He
got it.
Yeah, so he I mean, you ain't wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, he produced it, but she directed it. Yeah, so that's
Trap is about a guy that. Oh, that one. Okay, so that's
the nightclub thing.
Yeah, the nightclub.
Yeah,
or nightclub, not nightclub, a concert. It's like a Taylor Swift concert or something, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he had. There's another movie. God, did he? There was another movie he did that was like about the Watchers and all this other wild shit. I just don't remember the name of it. I remember seeing the poster and going, "What the hell is that?" And then going, "Oh, it's M. Night. I'm not watching that."
I think too, like his movies, because of because of hype and all this other stuff. Like he's, anytime you see something that's got his name attached to it, and you watch like trailers and stuff, it's one of those like, oh my gosh, I want to see what happens. So most people just watch movies out of curiosity, right? So like you talk inflated numbers and whatever else, but I mean, I'm guilty of that. Like, I'm like, I want to see what happens. I don't want to read spoilers or whatever. I want to see it. So
That's fair. That's fair. Look, respect. I get it. I see his name and I go, nah, I'm good.
But to be fair, we've established this. We're at a point right now where movie making just ain't hitting like it used to. So
Yep, that's shit. That's why I've been reading these comics. That's what that's
no,
been.
you ain't wrong.
Has anybody braved Venom? Any
Dude,
anybody
I want to go watch it so bad just because I'm not clicking them and I'm avoiding them, but I'm seeing so many spoilers online and I'm like, I don't want to get apparently the couple good spots of it. I don't want to get it spoiled. So I'm thinking of going this weekend just to get out of the way. I have a free movie ticket, so I'm like, why not?
Okay, yeah. When you got free tickets, you enjoyed it, Blazer. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Yo, it's funny. So Blazer on Twitch, I watched it. I enjoyed it. On Navarro on YouTube, don't see it. Actually, a waste. Yeah.
See, and that's my thing. Is like I know that it's not going to be good. Just in a general point, but then I'm like, there's the one or two things I'm like, well, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'll just watch it when it comes out. But then I'm like, the only reason I'd actually watch it is for like the, quote unquote potential spoiler or whatever that like people are talking about. I'm like, I want to just like watch it on YouTube and just get it over with and just see what it is. You know what I mean?
I can tell. I'm not gonna do that.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to see Joker 2. That I'll get spoiled all day long. That was
nah.
Bro, I'm not kidding that I booked the tickets for that. And about an hour before we went to the movie, I was looking at reviews and stuff, and I saw what it actually was, and I canceled the tickets. We didn't end up going.
Oh man! Ooh, look at this SPR or this, SPR. Look at that. Look at that
buddy. Well, you can have that one, but that's nice.
No. We gotta charge you a premium.
No, I'm good. I'll take the
Regard? No. Broly's your boy. How are you gonna treat your boy? Your boy needs to be premium at all times. It doesn't matter if the deck's or not.
Not that version.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Disrespect. Okay, my bad.
Wow. Hey, listen, it ain't my fault he went and got soft. You know what I mean? Z Broly was a menace. This guy,
Okay. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna.
Okay, all right, fine. Listen, I'll preface it by saying
your boy was crying. Your boy was mad that a child was crying next to him, and then held right. That's all I'm saying.
I was gonna say Super Broly has a better origin story. Okay, fine. The only thing he's got.
Yo. We'll ignore how of all the characters that you actually body me with on Sparking Zero, that it's usually Super Broly. We'll ignore the fact that Super Broly.
No, I use Z Broly. I use Z Broly. I use Z.
You do, and Super Broly is the one that brings you home more often than not. That's all I'm saying.
Usually, yeah, usually.
That's all I'm saying is that Super Broly usually is your breadwinner. That's all I'm saying.
No, you ain't wrong.
I know I'm not wrong because I have the scars to prove it. That's all. Oh man.
No, I will admit that Z Broly, he had a problem. All right, I'll give you that.
Listen, well, you know what's fun? Oh, go.
No, I was just gonna say, imagine putting Super Broly's story with Z Broly's like his aura. Okay, now we're talking about a character.
Turn that Broly into a raging serial killer. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my man was excommunicated by his own race, left to die as a baby. Yeah, it probably pissed me off too.
Yeah, but he don't know no better. All he is with his daddy, who's a nice person.
Who twisted him up. His dad was real bad.
Yeah, and that never. Okay, and see, that's something that never. I don't know. The whole thing, like when you watch the Super Broly movie, and you see Paragus go in there, and it's like, okay, I'm trying to save my son, this and that. He's like all about his son, but then grows up to just treat him like absolute dog shit. Like, I don't get that. Like,
I mean, some parents are like that.
But the fact of like how much of like a protective nature he shows at the beginning, and like
Yeah.
literally is like, I'll die for my son, but then goes and just like beats the absolute piss out of him for what? I mean, I guess the whole like we're gonna go
But I
back and
think
like have our vengeance, I guess. But
yeah, I think Paragus' vengeance in that story is, well, yes, Navarre one very Saiyan, and I think where
yeah,
Super really excels is it shows the difference of three different Saiyan parents, right? You have King
yes,
Vegeta, who like genuinely sees his son as the future of his race, regardless of the fact that King Vegeta is probably also not probably is not a nice dude either, right? You have
mm,
Paragus, who misconstrues his love for his child with his desire for revenge, right? Like he
yep,
does genuinely, I think, care about Broly initially, but then he realizes that Broly is his meal ticket, right? I
yep,
think when
hmm
he realizes that he's a vehicle for revenge, that's where he starts to become this abusive, psychotic dude. I mean, I think about parents who, what do they call them, like the cheerleading parents or whatever, where like they
yep,
basically live vicariously through their kids, and they basically like make them workhorses for their own benefit. I mean, or even show business parents, right? So like
hmm
no, like I think it makes, it's sad, but I think it makes sense because I think there's enough examples psychologically or whatever that like people do that shit all the time. Um, it's just I think seeing that 180 is painful, right? Because you're like, oh no, he really cares about his kid, and you're like, oh no, he doesn't. But that was the same thing with OG Paragus, right? I would argue OG Paragus was worse to
he
Broly in the
was.
sense of like the way that he was meant to, and he was just gonna leave him on the planet to die. Because at least Paragus, he had a moment when Vegeta was beating the dog shit out of him that he was like, oh my god, my son is going to die, right? And then when he goes into his rage mode, he starts to realize I've made a mistake. My son is turning into a raging monster, and what have I done? So, like, I would say that Paragus does have his redemption. It's just Frieza decides to cut that short. Because I think, like, in that moment, if Paragus got to survive and Frieza didn't do what he did, you probably have a much different story, right? You
Oh
probably
yeah,
have a much different dynamic there. And the fact that that Broly, his trigger for going Super Saiyan was the death of Paragus, right? Like,
yeah. That was
he
the
would,
catalyst. Yeah.
that Broly, I don't think would ever kill Paragus in the same way that Paragus from Z got smushed
Oh yeah.
in the ship. Because you're right, that Broly is a menace. He is a menace,
Yeah.
and I do understand why he's a menace. It's kind of like two different paths for similar like relationships with your parent, right?
Well, and I think too though, like what they did, and I think this okay because we've said like Z Broly is the kind of character. It's almost okay. I'm gonna liken this to Power Rangers. So you
Yeah,
guys follow
go
my
ahead,
train of thought
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Z Broly for me is like the original Green Power Ranger, right?
yeah.
Is no,
Mm,
there's no depth to him. There's no like when you first
Ooh.
meet him, right? He's just this overpowered, like it's like he's a Saiyan, so he should be good because all we've known so far of like Saiyans that we've seen of like for the most part, anyways, with some exceptions, are like so why are we getting beat down by this Saiyan kind of deal? But there's no logic, there's no reasoning with him. It's just he's just big, bad, strong, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they restructure Broly and try to reintroduce him into canon, for one, they can't do that, right? Because we keep talking about power scaling, so he's got to kind of fit into there while keeping some of the source material of where he comes from in Z, because you can't change him too much. But then you want to add depth to him, right? So that's why you have to change the story a little bit. And you add the parent relationship and all that. Um, I don't mind. I really don't mind the Super Broly version, and I've even said this too. I don't
Mm-hmm.
mind that if I think if Z Broly in his legendary form fought Super Broly in his legendary form, Z Broly is absolutely wiping the floor with him. But the reason for that is because Super Broly is like young and like undeveloped and like we don't know him yet. Um, but I don't know. I like the dynamic that they showed with. I mean, because even going further, like you look at Bardock and what he did for Goku in the Broly movie. Like that's another like he selflessly was like kind of did like the positive what Paragus was trying to do, like selflessly
Yeah,
give himself up for his
yeah,
son.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I liked it from like obviously being a dad myself, like looking at that, like that was one of the things that drew me into that movie. But I don't know, man. I'm just partial to Z Broly. I
That's
I
fair.
can't.
That's fair. Alan, you can also watch it on Netflix. I believe the English dub of Daima is on Netflix, I believe.
It is. Yeah, I pulled it up right before stream.
Yeah. No, I mean, I respect that. I mean, me personally, like, I just don't agree with Broly's story. I just don't like it personally. I also, his second and third movie to me they happened. The third one we pretend really didn't happen. The second one is fine-ish. Weird though, and I don't know. I find it. I don't know if you guys have seen this discourse on Twitter, especially with like Super people cherry picking. How is it possible to not like Broly movies but like Super? I mean, I don't know what to tell you there, fan. I don't find the character Broly interesting. Period. I just hulking rage monsters to me is like that's fine, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But like I grew up on the Hulk, so like I don't need Broly for that. Not saying that other people do. I'm just saying me personally, I don't. And Doomsday, like I don't. I feel like I've seen Broly so much growing up in other mediums, like Doomsday, Darkseid, fucking Thanos, all these characters that had that same aura to a certain extent. I also just don't like his Z Broly story. I just don't. Yeah, it's cool that he's a menace to society. And it's cool that like he slaughters, like he does what he does. He still loses in a way that's also kind of like, all right, I mean, fine. He gets punched in the chest and then falls into the planet that's blown up. I don't know, whatever. Cool. The second Broly movie, he literally only says Kakarot the entire film, I think. And I think there's a couple of times where he's like, not till you're dead at my feet, and makes like these occasional lines of dialogue. He's playing hide and go seek basically with Trunks and Goten like the entire fight, even though we saw him be a true menace in his last film where he's like beating the ever living shit out of every other character. And then Bio Broly happened. So I don't know.
Yeah, we don't talk about Bio Broly. We don't talk about Bio Broly.
Like, and then like not only that, ooh, FPR, we will take this SSB Gogeta. All right, God Rare in this box, maybe. Yeah, or SCR.
All right. Yeah. Hey, you don't know. Yeah.
So yeah, sure, the story is not the best, but it's amazing animation, cool fights. That's why we watch. Sure, but that's not entirely why I watch content, right? Like I'm a sucker for story, regardless of what it is. Like I enjoy story and concepts and how characters are written, and I think that Dragon Ball has a good balance. On a good day, it has a really good balance of all of those things, and I think that for me personally, with Broly, it is what it is. I don't particularly care. I also think the fandom ruined Broly for me growing up as well. Because this idea of, Broly is maximum. Oh, he's so powerful. Only Vegito and Gogeta could stop him. I'm like, dog.
It's true, though. But it's true.
I'm like,
that's 100% true.
Well, and here's the thing. I will say, as the resident Z Broly stan, I will be the first to say he has no depth. He has no backstory. He has no... I honestly like it from a design standpoint. If I'm being completely honest, I like it from a design standpoint. Like he's a coolly designed character in terms of what he looks like and all of that. That's why it's hard for me, because I'm like I'm not saying I dislike the Super Broly design. I think it's cool, and actually if you pair them up in Sparking, Super Broly is actually bigger. But the fact that they gave Super Broly, like Canon Broly, I guess you should say, an actual backstory that means something, that actually has depth and can be built off of, which is even bigger, right? Because now Broly has a future. He's not just canon. He actually has a future in which is what I want, right? It's just one of those things where I am a sucker for every once in a while. I don't mind having, like, I was so let down when they nerfed Hulk, right? In Marvel. You know
that was...
So it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that, because I like those kind of characters. I agree that doing it too much and being overdone, it can be it oversaturates it, but it's still there.
Yeah, there's a time and a place. Yeah, there are times when I think it's more enjoyable, and I personally just don't enjoy it from Broly. It's just that simple. Like, and also for me, like with Super, like I don't think that Super's story is the greatest. I've never said that, but I will say that Super, to me, does a better job of expanding upon Dragon Ball and like actually like trying to do things with the various story points. Unlike GT, overall, I think GT does some really cool things too. But I think both series have problems, and I could admit that both Super and GT have problems, but like if you don't like one or the other and like it ruined Dragon Ball for you, that's cool. That's your prerogative. That is, I particularly don't care how you feel about it, but like for me personally, I've enjoyed Super on the whole more than I have some of the other Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball projects personally. Oh, yay, it's Dan's favorite, Zamasu. Woo!
Woo!
Nah, not mine.
We're
That's
gonna
cool
send
art
that.
though.
We're gonna send it to him.
So I'm looking up to because Max's point in sparking DBZ Broly looks bigger. So DBZ Broly is taller, but Super Broly is like bigger, like muscle wise.
More
Thicker?
muscle wise. Yeah,
Yeah.
More
thicker.
thick?
Yeah,
And-
he's more-
Well, and the reason being is because like Z Broly, if you look at Z Broly, I mean he's almost twice as tall as Goku.
yeah, he's
So
tall
it makes
as
him
shit.
almost
Yeah.
he's tall, yeah. So they made it to where it's like he's still bigger than Goku and you know the average character, but not so much that he looks like not like real.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
oh shit.
and I'm
Sorry,
and
Carl. What was
fine with that.
No, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm done.
And isn't he solely tied to Goku, meaning he can have his own event? Oh, you're talking about Super? Yeah. Super Broly. Yeah. Exactly. He can do his own thing now. He's not solely tied. He doesn't require Goku to like.
I don't know if I would want to see Broly to do his own thing. He's kind of, I don't know.
I will say go read the latest chapters. That's all I can. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. I guess
latest...
in the way he's in Super and in the last movie, he seemed very not with it. Kind of simple. Like he wouldn't have a lot of depth of character to go out and do an adventure by himself, other than Punch Thing. Now if they write him better, sure, but.
All right, guys. We're also pulling together Dan's stack of Goku stuff. The Broly stuff is done. Well, we just need one more SR Broly, but the Broly stuff is done. We'll get.
Did you get enough
SSBs?
Did you get another reg art?
Yeah, I got 3 reg arts here for you.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yep. All right. Looking back up to see if I missed anything. No, I think we're good. Booger Broly. All right. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I have my opinions when it comes to some of the fun stuff that Dragon Ball could or shouldn't do. But I also think that it's a franchise where like it has the benefits of like, okay, if you don't like one thing, then there's this other thing over there for you. And like there's nothing wrong with enjoying the other thing. But just leave other people alone who like what they like. It's also literally the reason why I tend not to cover Dragon Ball or anime like in videos anymore like I used to back in like 2013. Shit gets too toxic too quickly. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, I think in a I mean, assumingly in a healthy manner, it's fine to like
this is
what like these things are meant to do, right? They're supposed to spark conversations and differences in opinions and dude, bro, I'm telling you, got to bring Invoker back.
Ooh, that looks pretty.
Yeah, the good thing is I have the deck. It's my new Invoker piece just for you. Well, you don't play anymore, so you abandon us.
That's true.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty.
Here.
I like that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with different tastes, but you've seen what Twitter can be.
No, that's
comment sections can be.
Oh yeah, well, because it's so much easier just to chat on Twitter because you drop a status and walk away. No, I feel like that's what I mean. Like even in a forum like this is like that's what it's meant for, right? That's what these properties are for, whether it's Dragon Ball or One Piece or whatever. Like it's interpretive, right? Everything is subjective. So, and that's what these stories are meant to do. There's some things that are like, no, this guy's definitively a bad guy. This guy's definitively whatever. But
cool.
In terms of like you said, different okay, another Gohan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, y'all. We're kind of speeding through a little bit, trying to. Okay, cool. So we've got enough of. Okay, so our Goku deck.
I sent you that video on how to open them, and you haven't done that yet.
You want me to just take some scissors and cut across the top and hope I don't cut into the card?
Yeah.
Man, my luck would be I'd cut right into a god rare. Everything else would be
Yep.
fine, but the god rare
Yeah,
would be
just
fine.
the
Oh
one,
yeah,
the one pack.
See,
Yeah.
it'd be
Matt,
sticking up just enough. It'd be sticking
yeah,
up
it would
just
be
enough to
just
clip
enough,
it.
and it's the only one that gets clipped, and I would cry on stream. So I'll be like that person who they had them bend some Pokemon pack, and there was like some super rare secret Charizard, the black shiny Charizard. They bent the whole thing in half, like the whole
Oh
pack,
yeah.
because their chat told them to. They opened it up, and the Charizard was in it. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
that
that was
that
nothing. What was it? You know who Unlisted Leaf is
Mm-mm.
on YouTube? Okay, well he's a big Pokatuber, and it was years and years ago. But he used to do this series, Flip It or Rip It, or what was it, or something like that. And like he would just take packs and like it was like some kind of like random whatever. But basically he would either like flip the pack or rip it or something. And he did a rip one with a Burning Shadows pack that's what at the time had the Rainbow Charizard,
Mhm.
and literally ripped right through it. And like
Oh.
it was so bad. Like he got so much backlash from like from his own community and everything. Like he had to like it wasn't like a bit anymore. Like at first it started off that way, but he had to come
Uh-huh.
out with like a whole apology video and everything. He's like, I'm discontinuing the series. For any of you that like genuinely like it, I can't do it anymore. Like that's it's all fun and stuff when you're ripping up commons on commons or
yeah,
whatever. But my
yeah.
man at the time ripped up, I don't know what,
Woo.
$1,000 card or plus or something. Yeah, dude.
Mm.
Okay, second SPR.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the goat. One of the goats, I should say. Damn, dude.
I like this
Uh,
Gogeta design better than Z Gogeta though, or whatever
That's
his
fair.
name is.
The Fusion Reborn one, the movie one.
Fusion Reborn, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, he does get to do a lot more than take a punch to the face
Mhm.
and then obliterate some guy. So that that is fair.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, I'm not trying to bring up Broly again, but because it was in the Broly movie, you get to see like when this man goes when he finally does just go SSB, it's like okay, game's over. Like it's like fun playing around, but then he just like goes nuclear, and it was pretty cool to see.
That man was a menace to Broly.
Yeah, he was.
He was just like, oh, you hit me one time. Cool, let's transform. Oh, you did it. Okay, we're gonna transform now. We're just gonna obliterate you. You're never touching me again. You're never laying hands on me again. Disgusting.
But to be fair, okay, number one, they have to do that, right? Because you can't have brand new Broly on the scene go toe to toe with SSB Gogeta. That's not going to happen. And number two, I like the fact that it's like, hey, Broly's held his own against some, SSB Goku and base form Gogeta and Vegeta and all this other stuff. It's like cool, he was able to do that. So like that shows his potential, which is kind of the whole point, but shows that he's not there yet because SSB shows up and just absolutely, dude, it was so bad. The fight was over in 3 seconds.
Yeah, the fact that Gogeta, like he does all this shit, beats the everything piss out of him. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna fire the most monstrous Kamehameha from the
Yeah.
up until now, and then be like, oh, it missed. He teleported away. It's fine. It's like, bro, you were about to massacre this man. Like you were going to make sure that he would never exist in any universe ever again. Yeah, that's psychopath behavior. I'm just saying. Have not seen Transformers 1 yet. I do want to. I've heard good things.
I've heard good things. Yeah.
I went to see it with my son on opening weekend. It was my son's only 5, so and we both loved it. It was very, very good.
Nice.
It was a very good movie.
Yeah, I have to do that. Okay, these guys are finished here.
Oh, and obviously some of the people that play the voice actors. You know that Michael Keegan does the voice of B.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude! It was the best thing I think I've ever watched. It was so
sounds
good.
awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was. Okay. I watched all the Transformers like live action, and I'm a big Transformers fan or whatever. And I've always been kind of like meh, like not bad. But then the storyline gets really convoluted, and like the timeline and all that stuff. I will say Transformers 1, even as a standalone, however you want to watch it, like think of it, storyline was really good, and like animation itself was really, really good. I would recommend that one 10 out of 10.
All right. The Vegeta side took over. Yeah, pretty
It
much.
did. It
It
did.
did. Fuck Broly. We're gonna kill him. We're just gonna obliterate him and move on. Like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess if that's what you find to be appropriate, Sir Gogeta, we won't stop you. Go for it.
I do like that they at least show off, like, at least I don't know if this is obviously final form or whatever, but
Ooh,
they
that's
show
Vegeta.
off. Ooh, okay. His
Oh, it's the
legendary form.
SPR. Wait, it's the SPR one. I
Oh
didn't
yeah, it
notice
is.
that. Yeah.
Just casually, just SPR.
Yeah, just a casual SPR out this box. We love it.
Oh, speaking of which, if you get any extra of those, either like the regular versions, if you get any extra of those too,
I'm holding on to
need
all of
those as
those. I
well.
don't want them used against me. I'm like gonna be like Kaiba. I'm gonna rip
Hey,
them up anytime I
listen.
see them.
Hey, okay, listen. If it makes you feel any better, I'm putting them into Green Broly. Okay, it's not like I'm gonna win a game. Okay, it's just Green Broly.
You
I just
might
need it for tournaments.
Vegito might tip the scales, man.
Mhm.
This is one of the GOAT Vegitos. This is SS4 Gogeta.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You know what? You know what? Okay, all right. I'm just gonna say it, and I understand there's a reason behind. You know what pisses me off? Okay, is that you have an SS4 Vegito deck with an SSB Vegito Unison, and now we have an SSB Vegito deck with an SS4 Vegito Unison. Why?
You want to
so...
be SSB
yes.
SS4 duo?
Yes.
I respect it. I get it. I understand your frustration, Dan. I understand your frustration. I may sound like I'm belittling it in this moment, but I understand.
You know how bad I just wanted to like just shove it in there and just make it work. I'll put 2 green cards in there or something. I don't know. I want to make it work.
Iconic. Well, I need to take apart my SS4 Gogeta deck. Well, the reason why they did that, Blazer, is because it's tied to that story in Dragon Ball Heroes, and in Dragon Ball Heroes, that SS4, the SS4 and the SSB like fight as a team together. So the SSB Vegito and the SS4 Vegito end up like fighting together, like against Cumber or some shit. So it's part of that.
Yeah, because
that's why they did it.
Yeah, because you have the canon. What would you consider canon Goku Vegeta that go SSB, and then you have the Prison Planet ones, the Xeno ones that go
that fuse into SS4. Yeah. So that's why they did it, to stay on theme. Now, granted, this deck has no reason to do it other than they wanted to. Like that's it. That is the reason. But yeah.
Because what iteration of SSB is that?
This is from the Zamasu arc. This is Zamasu stuff.
Oh, that's right. Because its counterpart is Zamasu.
Yeah, it's Zamasu.
Yeah, so that makes literally no sense. Makes no sense.
They could have literally made that Trunks, because that's what would have made sense to be
should have. Yes.
Trunks.
Yes. Yeah.
But whatever.
And that would have actually been a decent unison, I think. But
yes, they could have given literally the exact same effect. They could have just made the same card, and just said, "Cool, it's Trunks." But
because then at least that way, I wouldn't have been like, I'm still irritated about the whole like SS4 Vegito black deck with that, but I wouldn't have been as agitated because I'm like, okay, we don't have like something that could have just been swapped, right?
Yeah.
In that case.
Yeah.
But now we do.
Yeah. It's weird. But yeah, I hope this is random. Not random. It's in the same vein. That Sparking Zero does something wild and somehow gets Dragon Ball Heroes characters into Zero, because that would be insane and gross. And I would love for them to do that. I have zero expectations, but it would be really cool if they did.
Well, I mean, obviously, I would say copyright wise, because that's not their. It is their property because it is Dragon Ball, but it's not. They're not the ones that create it. So I wonder how that would work in terms of like. So they obviously still have the right to it, right?
Because it's animated, they could do it. The issue is for those characters, for some of them, there's no English dub voice actor already. So that I think also creates interesting relationship problems in terms of Japan. They've made some exceptions. Like if you look at Dokkan's probably the only game stateside outside of Japan that I can think of. That's not the Heroes versions that got exported, right?
Mhm.
That includes Heroes characters. So it's a possibility because the games can only use anime concepts currently. They cannot use manga concepts. So you will probably never see SS or Ultra Ego Vegeta, True UI, all that stuff, unless something wildly different happens with the licensing and the way that that stuff works, which is always possible. But like the games exclusively have the rights to the anime stuff, not the manga content. So that is like a thing. And when it comes to anime manga rights, it's really weird with games. So that's just a thing to keep in mind. So it's through terror. Actually, you know what? Let me put these two because you need two, right? Do you?
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Let's give you these two here now before I forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put them in the Gohan deck. They're not bad.
Yeah, good stuff to have in the deck.
I mean, it's at the very least, it's a one cost 20K. So.
Ooh. Sorry, Navarro. I just saw your message about Transfer 1. There's a tone shift. You loved it so much. Okay, nice. It threw you off, but you okay. Yeah, because we basically see how Megatron becomes Megatron, no?
Him and Optimus, yeah.
How they become who they are later. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to give it away. It's a development wise, it's very good.
Yeah, cool. I've heard nothing but good things.
I will say because I was very skeptical, as I'm sure a lot of people were, of Chris Hemsworth doing the voice of Optimus, and I think he did a pretty good job, honestly.
Okay. All right. No, I'll definitely check it out at some point. It's probably gonna be one of those things I check out when it's unfortunately at home because I'm pretty sure it's not in theaters anymore, right?
It might be like one of those things where like it'll be like if you go to somewhere that has like 12 theaters, like 12 it'll be like the 12th one, but
yeah, okay.
He's got like one showing that day or something, but yeah.
All right, guys, so we're truly gonna try and move a little quicker. We're at this point we're just looking for to flesh out our stacks of cards as we go, but yeah, we're gonna try and move it.
I was gonna say for your 3 decks, you should be pretty much done now.
I think, yeah, I gotta actually go through and organize them, but I think so. Your stuff, I just need the SR Gohans, which are easy to find, but this guy, I need one more of them for you. I'm just gonna send you.
Oh, the Z, yeah. So
can
you evolve can you evolve him or can you swap him? No, right?
Swap, evolve, yes, but swap, no, because to swap it, you have to be able to put it in your hand as part of the cost. I believe.
But you can evolve the A-drop on top of that, right? I think.
Yes, yeah, you can evolve. Yeah, you can evolve. Yeah.
So because you can play that for 1, then you just evolve for another 1. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that deck's gonna be pretty solid. Man, I really wish though they would have made the front side of that leader.
Oh yeah, but they did errata the 2 cards. So
no. I know they errata to make it work. I'm just saying I wish they would have made it to make it like a really like an actual like father son thing. I wish they would. Like you said,
I see.
They should have. They should have just zoomed out that
shot.
Yeah, that's all they had to do.
Don't know why they didn't.
But either way, it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm awakened so fast, ain't gonna matter no way.
Yeah, pretty much. That's so they're like, yeah, you're just gonna awaken quick anyway, so don't worry about
it. I think it's almost a guaranteed awaken turn too. You've got 8 targets to do it, so
just don't screw it up, type of thing. You know what I mean? It's one of those that's gotta be a 50 card deck, and that's gotta be your mulliganing for that and hoping you get it. Whew. All right, guys, we're almost halfway. This is halfway through the case, so. But like I said, we're just gonna try and accelerate here. Hey, we'll take the SSSB Goku and Vegeta because they're amazing. I think we still have another SPR in this box.
Or GDR, you don't know.
Or a GDR, or an SCR. You know, hopefully GD. That'd be nice. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, we'll take this SSB Vegito. At this point, I could probably just look at the last 2 cards, actually. since I'm literally just
You
looking for
need
SRs
what,
and
rares and SRs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, we love this cooler. There's our SPR, Golden Cooler, Fighting Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying I want a Golden Cooler deck, so I'll probably build that just because.
Oh, that's really good. I
Well,
remember reading that card. That one's really good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Are you gonna start playing again?
No.
But you know,
Okay. I tried.
but said that that means you got to go out and get a Golden Cooler SCR now.
Oh yeah. I'll take Flicks.
Hey, in that deck though, I'm pretty sure it's searchable.
I mean, do you want it? I mean, I need to, if you need some SCRs, just let me know.
Well, Rick,
I was just thinking about what to do with them.
I still gotta get that damn Godzilla mat I had you buy already.
Yeah, I got the Godzilla mat. I got that box of Star Wars cards for you. I mean, what do you? I can just ship it all. I'll ship all my Dragon Ball stuff too. It'll be
Please
great.
don't do that. Please don't do it. Please don't ship it all.
Oh, nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I do need a bursting rage.
Wait,
Actually, I'm
another
changing
hold,
I
what?
gotcha.
it. Ooh, that's the fat cell.
Oh, okay, no. Okay, so this was my first. So okay, that's why. Because I was like, there's like 3 SPRs in this box, technically, because this box had the Gogeta in it, right? In my box
Mhm.
topper. Okay, I was
The
so
Vegito,
confused.
the Vegito. It had the
The
Vegito unison.
Yeah. Yes, it did. It had the
Wasn't it?
Vegito Unison SPR.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, wait, this how are you there? Okay, all right, we'll take that. And then we got the Broly. Such sick art. The deck is so good. Yeah, I've heard it's good. So that might be something we build too. It's got to get through all the other decks that we're going to be building, and reorganize my stuff. So if I don't go live tomorrow, it's literally because I am organizing everything so that I can play on Friday. Plus, I work from home Friday, which makes my life easier in terms of playing games.
Oh, nice.
And then we've got the Android 17, my favorite, obviously. What I bought my cases for is to see more of their stupid faces. Yay. All right, cool. I'm gonna actually go to the restroom real quick, guys. I will be right back. guys, we are back. Let's go ahead and get this next box open. Woo. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow, truthfully though, probably Friday, we will run games and all that stuff. Maybe we can get some Union Arena in at long last. Then we can beat up on Rick and Star Wars. Because we gotta help him train up, you know.
I can't wait.
Though Rick is probably gonna be bodying some people. It'll be a great time. It'll be a great time. We gotta help Rick get better since he just beats himself on kids in his locals.
I can't even win my locals. That's how bad it is.
So, you know, it just be like that. All right. I should probably actually organize this other stack of cards for myself here. So let's spend a little bit of time doing that. Okay, there's the Vegetos, Vegeta SS4s. Wonder how many SPRs I'm gonna get out of all of this. Okay, there's the Kataras, that's done. SSBs, so the SSB Vegetos we're good on. We just need to look for SPRs to add in, basically. Need air quotes. Y'all should know max rarity, Fiend. Even for decks that, who knows if I need to take the time to max rarity them. We're gonna try anyway, you know? We never do anything half-assed here. For better or for worse. There's 2-drop Vegeta that I probably don't need in the deck, but we'll put them in here anyway. Bunch of Kataras. Vegeta. I need to find some way to help automate when I like pull these cards, like knowing what I've already pulled. Maybe there's some AI bullshit I can use to to help with that. I don't know. Just like catalog the cards for me. Alright. So that's the 2-drop we got. The 4-drop we got the 4s of for the Goku and the Vegeta. And we just need the duo again. And the 2-drop Goku, 1-drop Goku. Here. 1-drop there. There, don't need that. Don't need that. Cool, we've got our 4 of the Unison. Do you have? Yeah, I have 4 of the Hyper Rush Vegetos. So I did pick those up already. And they're all the SPRs. So, like I said, max rarity Fiend, even when it's probably an absurd decision. I just bought them off of Card Trader because the price in the US was obscene. So I got them from like literally a fourth of the price. Yeah. I think the 4 I got was like the cost of 1 or some shit. Over here. Maybe it was the cost of 2. But it was a pretty big deficit. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna order it from overseas, which is somehow cheaper than just getting it here. And it was perfect because since I moved, it took so long for it to actually get somewhere that it wasn't really an issue. Okay, at this point, I'm just looking for SRs. Oh, I need 1 more Mai. Which I'm sure I have in a stack somewhere. But that's okay. So we have our 4 of these guys. So I need 1 more SR Vegito. Let me make sure I don't already have one chilling over here. I don't think so. No, okay. Alright, guys. Let's see. Is this going to be the God Rare box? Okay. So this is... Where did I put... Oh, okay. There's my Gohan. I was like, where the heck is my Gohan stack at? Let's see up over here. Okay, so my Gohan stack is done. Put that out the way. I just need to finish Dan's with SRs and the one rare. Then my Vegito stack is almost done. Okay, cool. All right, let's open up some packs here. We've got Broly and Power Infused Death Ball. Oh,
What was the box hopper for that one?
It was this Vegito here.
Oh, okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was. It was.
Pretty sure. So now I just need the 5-drop Vegito, and then this deck is set. Oh, and another Mai. I don't even know if she's gonna be the super combo in this deck. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna use my Great Saiyaman.
Great Saiyaman is probably the way to go.
Yeah. I know. Ooh, Paragus is cool and all, but I just prefer using the Great Saiyaman.
I think Great Saiyaman is good in any green deck that shuffles a lot, like, and you want to see cards again. It's not bad. Paragus is it's nice because you get to warp the card after you draw them.
Yeah, you draw. Yeah, you see what it is, and then you have an extra card to decide: am I getting rid of it or not?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Because you might not want to get rid of something in your hand versus Paragus. You can draw into something and then warp it off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna use the freaking Mai. If your leader is green, your life is at 4 or less. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I think all the super combos in this set are just generic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I hadn't even read. I hadn't read them. Yeah, let's cards to use.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about Android 16 and the Chile is like just to have them because why not? To go with it. But I probably won't. I think my first build for Broly includes the Vegeta GT one super combo.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. Eventually, I'll get my TCG player stuff back together. But there's the Gohan for you. Cool. So now you just need SRs for Gohan. But your Gohan stack is done. So that's an easy check for SRs once we get them. But Broly is finished. Now it's just finishing up Gohan for you.
Oh, you got the 4th SR for Broly too?
Yeah. So you're good.
Oh, sick. I didn't even see that one.
As I double check. Yeah, you got the 4 here.
All right.
So that's there. This is just a stack of random cards. I don't want to mix that up. Your stuff. I'll just put these 2 stacks next to each other. Off camera there. Okay. All right, guys. So now we're basically just ripping the backpacks. I should go through the Gogeta stuff, but I'll do that after the next box. I'm pretty sure we have everything we need for Gogeta there too, but we'll worry about that after.
Oh, and that too. Like if you the SR the
yes, the SSBs.
SR. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna grab that Whis because I don't think I've been grabbing Whis. Yeah, my crazy self was trying to figure out, is there a way to use my Gogeta Veku stuff in the new Gogeta deck? Can I add some random wild ramp stuff to the deck? But I guess it's completely unnecessary and would probably be, oh yay, androids, would probably be trash to add to the deck.
Oh, you're talking the
old blue Gogeta VR stuff
that you were playing. Yeah.
Now, granted, this guy could be fun in that deck. If I built the old Gogeta and the new one, if your leader is a blue Gogeta BR card and you have 1 or more Z energy, and you place 1 Z energy into its owner's drop, play this card with 2 markers. Okay, placing the fusion underneath. Okay, place 1 Z energy into its owner's drop, then choose one of your leaders, battle cards, or unisons. When one of your opponent's cards attacks, switch the attack target to this card. Attack card to the chosen card. Oh, so you can just change it to whatever you want? What? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So you just force them to attack something else. That's... Alright, cool. Then switch up one of your energy to active mode at the end of the battle. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that might be fun to put in my old Gogeta deck. I don't think it makes it good, but it could be fun. Because I don't really have Z energy in that deck like that.
Right.
Hey, Invoker stuff. So we can continue to resurrect Invoker.
That's 3 now, right?
Yeah. So I think I took apart a lot of my Invoker stuff to put into some other decks. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go. I'm basically going back to 0 with the decks I have right now.
I mean, you're gonna get 3 out of them just from the ones tonight, and then of course you got SS4 Vegito, so you got 4 decks off rip. So
yep. And then of course my SS4 Bardock sticking around.
Oh yeah, true that you get that too.
And then we're gonna have to do the Beast Gohan again, fixing him up. So like I'm basically gonna just have a whole reset of the decks that I play, which is cool.
Oh, you have Namaku still.
Yeah. I don't. Ooh, okay. Let's put that there. Oh yeah, you need these, so I'll set that. Yeah.
If you got extra, yeah.
Yeah, I do now. I have my 4. I have 3 Reg Arts and 1 SBR. 3 Han or Red Beast Han? 3 Han, of course, because of this anniversary support. Red Beast Han made me so mad. I was so excited for that deck, Blazer. I don't know if you were here when that happened, when we pulled that stuff. I was so excited for that deck because I thought, oh man, we're gonna build something so cool and it's gonna be such a good time. And talk about disappointment. I got all foil. Like I made sure I got all the foil cards. I think I bought a whole case because I wanted to max out that deck. I bought all foils and everything. I maxed out that motherfucker, and it was dog.
To be fair, you did make it before energy markers were a thing. Energy marker helps.
Yeah, it does help. It does help. It helps a lot.
But yeah.
But still, it's just, man, talk about disappointment. Okay, I think there's an SPR here, guys. I was just about to say, man, I haven't seen SPR and SPR yet. And ooh, it's the Cell Complete Terror. That's sick. Oh my god. I'd want to build the deck just for this.
Well, the fact that it's got the Father Son Kamehameha in the background, like
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I know it was a while ago, but people asking about like, will this game stick? This right here will single-handedly keep this game in business.
The artwork, yeah.
Oh my god, the artwork on these cards, man.
You were so excited. Now it just sits sleeved, waiting for some sort of support just at the bottom. Yeah, under your desk. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like that's where mine's at. It's just sleeved up, ready to play, but will never be played. I also have. Oh my god, I still have to fix my Gohanks deck from the limit. I never changed it.
The limit, yeah.
Okay, so we got that. So we can put that in Dan's stack. I never changed it. So still got to do that. Because I want to have a red Saiyan deck, obviously, because of my SS4 Vegito. So there will be a red Saiyan deck just so I can use that SCR. It's too beautiful and good not to use, even though it makes people mad sometimes, which, you know, whatever. And by people, I'm not taking shots at Dan. I'm truly saying, like, it just makes.
To be fair, I have used my own SS4 Vegito on him a fair amount of time, so you know it balances out. To be fair, I took apart my. I don't have Gohanks built anymore, and I had Beast Gohan for a little bit, but I went back to UI Goku, like red UI Goku.
Yeah.
But you can't play Vegito in that because Goku, the leader, has a permanent that you can't send cards to the warp. So you cannot override.
That makes sense.
Well, because otherwise I could Vegito turn 1.
Ooh, SLR.
There we go.
Ooh,
oh,
nice.
Dude, that's
nice.
I think that is the money card actually for SLR. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's the Gogeta, isn't it? Because I think the Gogeta like 130, unless it's just that this guy sold out and that's why it's not there. But this is sick. This is sick looking.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. It is the Gogeta. Okay. That one must have went down because that one was really high a while back.
Yeah, I can see why. I mean, that's a beautiful ass artwork, man. I don't even want to touch it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That deserves a double sleeve. Hold up. Oh my god, the cooler SLR looks good too.
I've got the SLR page up on right now, and all of them look really good.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, you got to even give credit. I mean, the Zamasu SLR looks good.
Yo, even the way the light hits Shenron's eyes is wild. Like, look at that. That is sick. Okay. All right. I
almost
hadn't
makes it
even
look
thought
like they
about
like
the fact
flash at you. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I haven't even thought about the fact that we hadn't pulled an SLR out of this box, out of the case yet. Didn't even cross my mind that had not happened. Yeah. All right, cool. That was a good box. We like that. We'll take that.
I know a lot of these decks are like not like your standard like pay 2 energy, play this thing down. It's like swap this, EX evolve that, or play this on top of that, Union Patara this. So I think it's kind of cool that like this is a very like it seems like transformative, right? Like in order to like power up your characters, you have to transform, which is I like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Feels very fitting with the box topper, the box art.
Yeah.
And with the characters themselves for sure. All right, guys, let's organize our Gogeta stack here. 5 drop. 5. God, there's so many. This guy, this guy, this guy. Whis. 8 drop. Vegeta. Stephen A. Smith got me saying that. That way, there. There's that. Another Vegeta. SSB. Goku. Gogeta. God, I have so many of these Gogetas, it feels like. Practicing Fusion. Stupid ass Frieza that I hate. Oh, that's not even for me. That's for Broly. Okay. His ass can go. Sorry, y'all.
I feel like this deck is what the green Gogeta deck wanted to be.
100%. 100. Yeah. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, green Gogeta.
I look.
Man.
Yeah, I know. I still have it, but yeah.
It hates you too. That deck, whenever you played it, it did not want to ever.
Partially work. Well, thanks to Rick, like actually watching him play it and talk to him about it, like I started playing it right and actually drawing cards, which is what you're supposed to do with a deck, and I still didn't it still didn't work out for me.
Yeah, it didn't like you.
Mm-hmm.
It just
Not
said
in the slightest.
It said, "Oh, Dan wants to pilot this Broly fan wants to pilot me." Nah, nah, son. I think that's what happened, Dan.
I even got to play a Broly centric negate in it for free. Whis' capriciousness. It didn't work. Didn't work.
It said, "Nah, for you."
Dude, I got to play Whis' capriciousness and dormant in that deck, and I still couldn't get anything going. 2 different negates, 2 different counters that stop attacks, and I still got bodied.
It's okay, Dan.
Oh, that deck's. I got some stuff to work out from that deck. That's all I gotta say.
All right. I think the engine here is been assembled. So now it's just going to be getting together all the good blue stuff that we may want for the deck. We got one SR Goku Vegeta for you. I'm of course putting in this SPR in my deck, unless you want it. Pay that.
Oh no! All yours, all yours.
Oh, thanks, dude. So guys, I'm always
why would I rob you of the satisfaction of being able to drop that on my head? You know what I mean?
I respect that. I respect that you know how to manipulate me. So you're Oh, you're right. You're right. Why would I let you rob me of the opportunity to make you upset?
Listen, I'm just glad that you're actually playing Broly in a deck. That's all I gotta say. The fact that there's gonna come a game where you're gonna say, I pay 2 energy to play this Broly. Like, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Listen, I have no qualms with Super Broly, bro. I
know.
I want to build a Super Broly deck. I just haven't seen one that I want to play.
No, well, to be fair, I think this is the first one that seems halfway playable. All the other ones are. Yeah, I've looked. There's yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Next box.
to be fair, I think the next like half decent, like even remotely playable Broly deck would probably be Surge, which is sad to say.
But Surge has been. I can't even get it out. I'm gonna just open.
No, don't even. It's fine. Let's just move on.
Let's just continue. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Zamasu, the goat.
Woo.
I actually need to look into that deck and just see what it does. Because that's another one that. Well, yeah, but that's another one too that does the transform and stuff that I was talking about too, right?
I think so.
Like, because you have to is it fusion or something? Because they are Patara because they.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I like that.
And it can Patara with itself because Fuse Zamasu is listed as Zamasu, so you could fuse two Fuse Zamasus together to make, or you could use it as a fusion material. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
With the Goku Black or whatever. Ooh, first pack, the SSB Vegito. Let's go. SPR.
SPR, yeah. So you get to swap one of those.
Yeah. So we'll put this over here with the Vegito deck. We'll organize that later. That looks so damn good. Yeah, it does, man. I'm hoping for the SLR because the SLR in this deck looks cool too. Let's see. We're gonna start off. Okay, we got Android 18. Okay. We'll be able to rip through the rest of these packs so much faster. I feel like I've been saying that for like the last hour. Granted, we've only been live for 3 hours. Okay, never mind.
You just be careful because you're getting down to the end of this case. You got an SCR or a God, it's coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't go too quick, and then you rip the side of it off.
We have 4 boxes. So this is box. We have 4 boxes left. So we still have 3 SLRs at large and a secret rare.
Yeah.
So. The new Vegito Unison kind of helped with the Gogeta deck. I could see that. That Vegito Unison is going to be so nice, facing anything green.
Well, I was gonna say anything green is just so good. I mean, shoot, I'm putting it in my set 22 Broly deck just because.
Cell blowing himself up.
Big guy.
Okay.
That setup battle is not a bad card either.
No, it isn't. I really might build Cell too because I do love Cell, so we might build that at some point. I don't know.
Well, we agree on that. He's best villain, right?
Yes. Yes. I love Cell. My favorite villain, I will say. I do think that there's an argument to be made for OG Frieza in the his actual Frieza arc, not that later, but Cell is easily my favorite villain, easily. He's literally the only Dragon Ball villain that's ever instilled fear in my soul when he was out here drinking people in the streets. That whole sequence freaked me the fuck out as a kid and gave me nightmares. So,
well, I mean, Frieza obviously had, and still does, but has the demeanor of untouchable, whatever. I don't know, man. When Cell hit the scene, it's like, because don't get me wrong, the whole Buu arc between Majin Buu and then Kid Buu and everything, that was pretty intense. But dude, Cell just had something about him that was just I don't know, man.
And
you
I think
felt like you could beat him.
Oh, SDR! Here we go. There we go. All right.
Just talking about him.
Yeah, I know. We spoke this one into existence.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's super pretty.
It's not a bad SCR though, honestly.
It's super pretty looking. Let's just go ahead and sleeve Big Boy up there. Yeah, that is a nice looking SCR.
I mean, for 2, you absorb anything on your opponent's side, and you create 2 20k bodies.
Let's go ahead and double sleeve the goat up here. Yeah, I can.
It's got all 3 of its forms on there too. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Cell is that is clean. All right. Well, hopefully box 2 has our God Rare or Gogeta. I don't particularly care for her. I mean, I'll take the UI Goku SCR because it's a UI Goku, but we're hoping for this guy as the secret rare or god rare.
The SCR Goku though is pretty generic, isn't it? Because it can be used in pretty
Yeah,
much
it
anything.
is. It is. Yeah. But having Evil Saiyan is like, all right, cool. I don't. I don't.
Oh well, yeah. If you're playing a black deck, yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely playing Evil Saiyan, but
True, but I could play the Goku and something else random.
But if you wanted to play a UI Goku that has Victory Strike and anything, I mean,
True enough.
not bad.
Yeah. Just hit somebody over the head with Victory Strike. Oh. Yep, that's old age is getting me. I don't know. Yeah, the next steps are because I'm already looking at what's coming next. This idea of theme decks around like the different races and different time periods, like movie villains and Saiyans, could be cool. I'm curious to see how that's gonna look and how that's like going to not get overpowered very quickly, like for Saiyans, depending on what color the deck is, or if it's like a rainbow deck, because green Saiyans it's already an insane thing. So yeah, I'm curious to see how those archetypes will actually pan out.
Mm-hmm.
Because that could get broken if they're not restricted in some ways to like the cards in the set or cards post set, because it could be random stuff from 6 years ago that's all of a sudden goated. Unless that's their intent. Bandai, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Next box. Okay, so this is we got 3 boxes left after this. Ugh. Go ahead and put some of these away as I build my little tower next to me. Okay. I don't even know. Case 2. I should probably open today on stream, but part of me is like, do I just finish and do case 2 tomorrow? I don't know.
I think a 2-parter.
We might do a 2-parter. But then I won't have time to build the decks. So we'll see. We'll see. Unless I come home early from work, which I doubt will happen. Anyway. All right. Android 18.
I mean, like 70 to 80% of the deck's already built, right? I mean, you got the core. You just gotta add the extra cards to it.
Well, the thing is, I gotta find all my cards.
Oh well, yeah.
You gotta find stuff, which I like. I know where my current decks are. I just gotta find like my staples and where I have everything like hidden away. So that's why it could take me a little longer. Hopefully I remember how to play the game, guys. That could be tragic and just boot up and be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I think the last time I played was the last time we got games. Actually, there we go.
You need 2, right?
Just 2. Yeah, just 2.
There you go. Dos. It might take me a little bit.
I think
I'll ship to you, but I'll try and get it as soon as I can.
Oh, that's fine. I still, I mean, shoot, like I was gonna say, I haven't played since the last time we played, so I still have like all these decks built that like, I got plenty to work with. I need to buy a Bursting Rage and the anniversary stuff for our Majin Vegeta, the Goku and the Majin Vegeta. Dude, that 8-drop Vegeta from the anniversary set is actually insane.
Do you want mine?
Do you have them?
Yeah. I bought 4 anniversary boxes. So
holy shit. Okay, and I think you get 2 in each one. Yeah, if you want to just add it to that, and I'll just add it to the tab.
There we go. Yeah, I need to get you those. Yep.
Saves me from having to order from 3 different sellers in TCG Player.
Yeah, I'll find them and
throw
them in there.
They haven't been the easiest to find on TCG Player. In terms of like finding like you'll have a cell that has like 1 or 2, but I need like
Right.
4 of the Gokus and 3 of the Vegetas. So
Yeah. I got you. Do you want the redone SLR or no?
no, I'm good with the. I'm actually kind of like sentimental to the original one just because that was like my first like
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
that and the starter. That's how
Makes
like my
sense.
introduction to the game.
I hate this. 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 I just want to put this out there. This is nightmare fuel to me. Oh God. Like
I
I
just
don't
realized that
know.
was a barrier field.
It's like this, and then look. Just,
I'm,
just go over
you
there.
know, I'm, I, you know.
You just like perp and build it. Stop complaining. Just build it. I refuse.
And
Hey,
then
another
watch
go
the
get a. And then what?
he ends up building it. He ends up building it and actually loves it. And it's like his favorite deck ever.
Every time I play it, I would just pretend to be a different person. I would just put on a costume of some kind. Hey, Invoker Unison.
There you go.
I would put on a costume of some kind. And that's how I would play it. Get a voice changer and everything. It'd be a whole new persona. It wouldn't be me. That
Dim the
person would
lights
also
and like
love playing Zamasu.
put a shadow, makes it look like a silhouette, like not even no profile, nothing.
Pretty much.
Oof.
The
See,
ghost
see,
person.
you do have, and you got to build the cell now just because you have the SCR as well.
Yeah. Alan, stop it. Alan said it's a good aggressive red deck. I think you'll like it.
That's what I've heard. I'm not. I mean, I don't. I think what people have said is like it's no kid coup, but it's pretty solid.
Yeah. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. All I'm saying is I'm a Super 17 hater, and y'all should know that if I don't like the character, I'm not playing the deck. Because we just won't have synergy, right? Like the law of averages will say I will draw all of the, or Murphy's law will say I will draw all the bad things every time, and the deck just won't work for me. In the same way that Dan seems to have that luck with the decks that I really like that don't like him, aka Examon and half of the decks I play in Digimon, that always hated Dan with a bloody passion.
Yep. Dude, it's not even like Examon. I kind of got around and was like, okay, like, and I think that was more of a pilot issue. But the one that I couldn't get past was the DNA Omni. I couldn't understand.
Yeah, it worked like a dream for me. And then when Dan would pick it up,
but we kind of said the same thing too. Like when we saw it at the regional, the Green Gohan deck, like when you had put it together and like you were like you were struggling with it in the sense of like it just wasn't like
wasn't jiving with me at all.
It wasn't jiving with you, and then I pick it up and I'm like, not that I like did anything great with it, but like I don't know, I automatically clicked with it. You know what I mean? Because like I was looking forward to it. So
wait, this is a different box. Right? This is
no,
yeah.
It's a different box, but same case.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got the Goku. We got the Goku. Nice. Sick ass Goku. It took me a second. I was like, wait, did I just pull 2 STRs from the same box? I was very confused.
No, it's 2 STRs from back to back boxes.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a cool card.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Hits pretty hard. And I love the foiling on the back side, like the side there when he.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, a 1-cost victory strike, man. That can't be. It's nothing to scoff at.
That your opponent can't fucking use blocker.
Well, they can, but they're gonna board like themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. So the card's just gonna disappear. Yeah.
I've seen worse cards.
And it's a UI victory strike, dude. That card's never gonna lose value.
No.
Yeah, anything with victory strike. I mean, come on, it's good.
Yep.
It strikes victory.
Oh, I'm still like thanking Sid for selling me the yellow one from yellow. That thing is skyrocketed since.
Oh really? Damn.
Well, no, I'm not. I mean, but it's because of the limit. For that deck, it's been a primary way to play the deck.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are picking it up.
I don't know. I'm not shit. I'm glad I got it to you, so because it was a deck that you were really excited to play.
Oh yeah, I was gonna buy it either way though. I didn't care what it, like. I wanted that one so bad.
It was happening. I respect it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was hitting up layaway if I had to for that one, bro.
Hey
Like
man,
I
that's
didn't
real.
care.
That's real. I did it for the beast.
I didn't care. I didn't care. I don't care. Yeah, that's the other thing with Broly. That's the SCR choice. I think I could run Hatch and I can run like a couple, but I'm like, nah, it's Beast go on. The deck is
Yeah.
meant to just like be a big beatdown, hit hard.
Yeah. And Beast just says
So just Beast goes and does that.
All right, guys. We should be hitting 3 SLRs back to back out of these 3 boxes. So we should be hitting 3. So yeah.
Or your ratios are goated and you get the freaking third SCR.
yeah, or something wild happens. Hey, another Android 17 and Freezer. We love that. Yeah, guys, we might split this into two parts and do the other case tomorrow. And then I can actually build the decks tonight before I go to bed, hopefully. Why did I put this in the sleeve? Because, yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Oof. Cooler. Like, I feel like I hadn't seen the SLRs in so long that I kind of forgot that they were a thing. Oh. I feel like I almost ripped a card there. Broly! Did I pull a second one already? Or is that just my first one for the Gogeta deck?
I think there was one in there already. I think that's your second one.
So I'm going to grab the second just in case. I don't gotta look at the actual deck list because I haven't looked at the deck lists for this since I made them.
I think in Gogeta you're fine with just running 2 because you're obviously not like going for that, but because you can hard drop it for 2, you can.
You just be like, hey, here's a raging roidaholic here.
What's cool though is you can actually, I mean, granted you're only playing 2 as opposed to like the Broly deck I'm playing 4. But you can play one down for 2 and then evolve on top of it for another one.
Yep, and just do the shit. Yeah.
And do it all over again. Yep.
It's not
how many more boxes you got left? How's the progress going?
2 boxes after this.
And that's it?
Yeah, well, then another case.
Yeah, the case. Okay, you have the other case tonight too?
No, I think I'm gonna do the other case tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Thank goodness. I'm like, it's getting late.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was
like I want to stick around for it, but I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I think I was like, I'm only lasting to this one.
Yeah. We'll do it tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna try and build a deck or 2 tonight, but we'll see, so that I can also run games potentially tomorrow, but definitely Friday. But it doesn't matter, one way or the other. One way or the other, Friday we'll be running games. So
yeah,
because that's the better time. But I appreciate everybody who came by today, who's been hanging out, man. I know it's been a minute since we've been around being able to make content and stuff, but I intend to basically take the time to do a lot more of that now that I am in a stable home, and we're all getting situated. So yeah, and eventually the echo, I don't know if the mic's picking up on the echo, but there's definitely an echo in this room, and hopefully eventually that will go away.
Yes, it was homeless for little guys. So show your support. It was homeless for a while. Show your support. Subscribe, like, comment. Give him some subs.
Oh, this guy.
Well, like a couple days.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Counts. It counts.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, it did happen. So
Yeah. in between some stuff. So yeah. But yeah, we're back now, so we'll be making content, and I'm gonna be better about making deck profiles because now it's just easier with my new setup.
That'll be cool.
And that'll be a cross game, so that'll be for Dragon Ball, Union Arena, Star Wars, a little bit of everything. Is the plan. So that's the plan. To be much more diligent, especially after buying this goddamn secret lab table. Much more diligent and consistent.
You know what's big? Tier lists. Get some tier lists going.
Yeah. I'll just be calling y'all on that. And be like, please help out. Tier lists. Let's go. Because y'all know I play what I play, and I don't need.
Exactly. Yeah, you just do a tier list for your preferences. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. It's just it's fun for people to watch. Actually, the worse the tier list is, the more people argue with you for it, and that's like comments.
That's true,
that's
that's
what you want, engagement.
100% right, bro. You can't tell me that some. I'm not gonna, but some of these content creators don't do this stuff intentionally, knowing the type of engagement they're gonna get.
Ooh, who is this? That's all. Is this Cell? Yes, it is.
Aww.
Yeah, I think we.
That's pretty.
Dude. I told. There's no way you don't build the deck now, bro. You gotta.
Yeah, you got the SCR. You got the SLR. Come on now.
How pretty that motherfucker.
It's Cell.
And that's a yellow deck.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it sells yellow. Oh
yeah.
Never mind. I hate it. I take it back. Trash that thing.
Which is cool because the SCR in this is a green one, but you can play it if your leader is an Android or is it just Cell?
Yeah, let's see.
Is it a yellow green deck or is it just yellow then?
Just yellow.
If your leader is green or an Android.
Okay.
You can play with Android.
That's pretty cool.
So they made it because again they can't just give yellow everything.
Well, I mean they can, and they do.
Well, they do, but they gave a decent green generic SCR, but then you could play with something.
That's pretty cool.
Well, he'd probably be cool in the green Cell deck too.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't even know what it does. Is it good? I mean,
yeah. So for two, you play it. You basically absorb something on your opponent's board, ignoring barrier, and then you create 2 Cell Junior tokens, both with 20k battle power. So with no special abilities or anything, but just just two 20k power, which is solid. And then it's got to activate. Yeah, so that's for 2, and then for your activate main, you basically just take all of the keyword skills on the card that you absorb.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Yep.
That could be fun.
Scoop up something fun and be like, hey, thanks.
That's mine now. Yeah. Which, I mean, that's Cell, right? It's on brand.
That's what he does, yeah.
Okay.
It's wild that your last box has the God Rare in it. Gotta get all the way to the bottom to find it, but we're getting there. Yeah.
All right, we got Cell in here. Yeah, we got this box and then one more after this, and then we're done. And then we're gonna open the other case now. And keep Rick here all night.
I'm out then.
So
I'll tap out.
Well,
good luck.
13.
Look at all those 17s. Oh, gotta love it.
I know. I'm gonna build that too. And burn it. No,
then that would get some views,
Guy burns Dragon Ball cards out of anger. Spike.
So I'm gonna call here in this box the Goku Gohan SLR. That's what I want to see. Yeah, that's
I like to see that.
Yeah, we're going for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Vegito.
Vegito. Okay.
I don't know what the prize is if either of us get it right, but
you get to keep the card that you call.
Oh, then I call the God Rare. I call God Rare.
Hold on a second.
Oh, I don't know your addresses. Oh no, I can't ship it. Oh no, I can't.
No, I'll send it to you.
I guess I just have to sleeve it up and play it.
I'll send you a photo of it.
All right, just sign it for me. That's all I need. Just quick little photo.
Little photo app.
Good.
I got you. I can do that. Oh, this is ooh. I think we're all wrong. It is Cooler, I think.
Ooh.
Yep. Dang. My guessing skills, though, of when I see the little outline have been good.
It's pretty cool.
But
You got SCR. I
that
got you. Don't worry, I got you covered.
I was say, but that helps you build that deck though, and that
Yeah.
SCR is actually really cheap now. It's like gone
It
down.
was like $40, 42.
Yeah,
They said you
it's
saw. So
really
yeah,
good.
Oh wow.
I'll give you a deal for it.
Yeah.
I'll just roll it up in the mat I'm going to send you and give it to you. It's really nothing. Whatever.
Roll it up with the mat.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's fair. That's I love these two together though. That actually looks like sick. Like their art together, which I know it's not a panorama, but like it looks like it could be.
Now, Golden Cooler is a hero's character, right?
Yes.
He's a prison planet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Broly. I'm gonna send that to Dan. Give him 5.
Well, technically, I do eventually need 6, but I'll take the 4. It's fine.
What? All right. I can give you 6. I have a bunch of them.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna be greedy. It's fine. I can do. No, it's because I play 4 in the Broly deck, but I'm gonna put 2 in my skillless Gohan.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what? I realized
just...
I can give you 6. I'm like, oh wait, you're buying them.
Yeah, I can.
That's right. I was like, oh, you're buying these cards. You're not.
I mean, like I said, I've had my cart made up on TCG Player for like a week and a half now, just so I know like what I'm looking for when you eventually got your stuff. So that way, if for whatever reason you didn't get everything in there, then I could just adjust quantities and then just know. But I'm pretty sure you got everything in there.
I should. Yeah, shit.
I think the only thing I don't think I've seen 4 of yet is the Vegito Unison, and I don't know if you hit the 4 on the Gohan SR.
There's 3 Gohan SRs and 2 Vegito Unisons.
Okay, so then yeah, but other than that, I think everything else is
accounted for.
Yeah, accounted for. Oh, it's not a big deal. I don't think I was ever gonna play it anyways because they were common. But the extra card for the Gohan and Goku deck, the Rest and Wait, I don't think the card's any good, but.
Oh, I put them in there. You have 4. You have a 4 upset in there.
Oh, do you? Okay. Okay.
Ooh, like I said, I'm sending this to you, Dan.
Okay.
Oh,
you know what? Actually, hold on.
It is pretty.
I got to see how much they are actually because my skillless Gohan is max rare. Hold on.
We got him, boys.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
I do have 2, and I would gladly hand them to you instead of putting them in my Gogeta deck.
God, they're the most expensive SPR.
How much is it?
They're $26.
26.
They were literally the most expensive SPR. Like they're more expensive than the Duo.
Nah. It's like a Star Wars legendary. Easy.
I am too.
So cheap.
No, I mean kind of not though. I mean it's a pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a beautiful art.
Sub boss monster. Well, sub boss monster for blue decks. I mean,
yeah.
Just pay 2, swing, restand, bot deck something, double strike. So it's like 3 swings at 35k while bot decking something for 2 energy. I mean that's and if you want to pay a third, you could do it again.
I don't know. That's kind of expensive.
The card is dude. No, for that 3 energy to swing 5 times at 35k and bot decking something, totally worth it.
Yeah. Rick, you've been out of the game, man. You can't.
These new cards. This is why I stopped playing because these cards sound ridiculous. I looked at the next set. I'm like, nope. I don't want to get hit by any of that.
No, yeah.
Then you get abused by kids in Star Wars. Huh?
That's right. Yeah. One day I'll win locals. Don't worry. I'm working on it. It'll happen.
You'll get there. One day you can be like.
I can believe. That's right. It's a tough journey.
Someday, Rick. Someday soon.
Someday.
All right, guys. Let's see what our last SLR is. Could it be the Gogeta? That'd be insanity. Because I think he's like 130.
Right. He's the most expensive one. Let's see. All right, so you got Gogeta, Zamasu, 17, Goku, Gohan. You already got the Cell. You already got the Cooler. Then you got Broly, Vegito. Oh, and you already got the Goku 18. So there's 6 potential different options. I'm gonna call. Man, I don't want to call it to be trolly, but I don't know, man. I can't
You're
say
thinking,
it.
you're thinking it's the 17. Go ahead and say it.
No, I'm thinking it's Zamasu.
It feels Zamasu to me. I'm feeling Zamasu too.
Ugh.
But bro, Zamasu, it's an $80 SLR. It's actually like one of the most expensive. Believe it or not.
I'm
It's
gonna
a really
stick with
pretty
Vegito.
Okay.
Mm.
That's fair. Okay, just for context, I don't want it to be Zamasu.
Yeah, but that's what you're feeling. That's what you're feeling.
I just think that's what it is.
That's what you're feeling. Hey, I respect it. That's what you're feeling. Kava. I respect that, Dan. I get it.
I could be way off base though.
You could, but you also could be 100% right.
For your sake, I kind of hope it's the Gogeta though, because
I would love it for it to be Gogeta because you know me, Max Rare Fiend. I'm not paying 130 for his SLR. If like I'm not doing that. After buying 2 cases, like I'm not doing that. Sorry. Goku. So, I mean, I would just like an SLR of one of the 3 decks I'm gonna play. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Well, then my previous prediction can still stand then. I think I'm feeling Zamasu in this one, but I could see a wild card being the Goku Gohan.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. We'll see.
I'm getting nervous for you every time you rip into one of these. I'm like, what's it gonna be?
Am I gonna rip the actual card?
Well, no. Like it's like the anticipation building up to see what it's gonna be.
Yeah, well, we're halfway through. We haven't seen an.
I'm just sad you don't get to fan through the rest of the cards. Like in Star Wars, you get to see all the full arts. You know, looking through the rest of them. It's not just the 2 cards that matter.
You're just like I'm going in the back. Oh, yep. Who is that? It's super fucking 17.
17. You said it.
Yeah, I did. Ugh, this bitch. All right.
But he's an anti-Saiyan killing machine. Look how
not in the next box.
That's
is
fair.
he like in a shampoo commercial on the right side there? I'm not sure what's going on.
He is. He's doing his Pantene,
head and shoulders.
Yep.
Am I excited? Yes, I'm excited for the super animated return. I'm curious to see what they're going to do, though. If it's going to be the Moro arc or something different, since the super manga and the super anime are very different beasts in how they've approached some things. So I'm real curious to see if they're going to be, if they're going to adapt the Moro arc and do it differently based on the anime's continuity, or if they're just going to base it off the manga's continuity and do it that way. Personally, I hope it's the mangas because I think the manga continuity is better, but that's just me. All right, so there should be an SPR left. Yeah, dang. I feel like the SLRs we hit this. I mean, I'm happy. You know, I can't be mad that we hit SLRs, but these are all SLRs that could, except for, well, Cell and Cooler might get kept, but Goku and 17 might get shipped out.
Can I keep 17? You sure?
No, 17's ass is gone.
I genuinely feel bad because I feel like I put from the very beginning of this, I put that 17 juju on you.
You put that evil on you,
dude. I was literally just joking too, and look what happened. You pulled so many 17s.
I know, dude. No, I really might have to build it. I won't though.
You could though.
I could.
You should.
I won't.
You should build every deck.
You know, if I had the mental capacity to do so, maybe. But if I wasn't,
I was basically doing that, so just come on, it wasn't that hard.
I know, but Dragon Ball was like your main game. You weren't playing.
It was.
4 other card games.
Now it's gone. Well, maybe you should think about that and just play Star Wars with me too.
Oh, see, I would, but I won't. You can blame.
I do.
Oh no, I was gonna say you can blame Union Arena for that. You can blame
all right.
Dragon Ball for that. You can blame all these other IP. You can blame Gundam for that. There's too many IP that I'm enjoying. And you know, at least I stopped playing Lorcana.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's steps, baby steps, but we're getting there.
And Digimon's out the door pretty much.
That's good.
Our
That's good.
SPR
I'm glad
is
that
an
I got you
SS4
off that.
Vegito. We'll take that. So that
Ooh,
means, Dan, you get your
yeah.
4th Vegito.
Oh, sick. Yes. Give me them
Vegito.
scraps.
Bam, there you go. Vegito number 4.
Hell yeah.
The only thing I don't have for you is an SS Gohan, but I'll pull it from the other case.
I was say, yeah, you got a whole other case to go through.
Yeah.
No way you don't pull one from there.
Yeah, he'll definitely be in there.
So yeah, because I was just looking at the. I have my card up just to see. So I think. Yeah, I'm trying to see. I think that's everything. I do.
Nice.
So yeah, just one Gohan. That's it.
All right, cool. Yeah, I got you. Yep. It'll happen eventually. All right, guys. What time is it? Yeah, it's 12:05. We've been 3.5 hours. So we'll be back again tomorrow. We'll finish the other case tomorrow because I'm not gonna put y'all through that, or Dan and Rick, who were so gracious to stay awake and hang out with us. It's been a minute. That last day was definitely specifically at Dan. Rick doesn't know what sleep is.
It's true.
Rick be up and be like, oh, I'm going to bed. All right, man. And he's still awake at 6 o'clock his time, and he was supposed to go to bed 3 hours ago. So, I don't think Rick sleeps.
No, it's true.
That's an alien concept to Rick.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, guys, I really appreciate everybody hanging out and chilling with us on our birthday stream, but also just like coming back and hanging out because it's been a minute since we've been around. But yeah, we are gonna just go ahead and call it for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow, and have a good one. Peace.